Championship Friday at Harris Field in Lewiston. The fans are lined up and ready to go, and so are the teams. Hope International had the day off against Tennessee Wesleyan, who had some late-night drama. One of those teams is going to leave town with this trophy and the championship banner, winning the 2024 NAIA World Series Championship. Hello again, everybody. I'm Dennis Patch, along with my broadcast partner, Mike Peterson. Mike, high drama for both of these teams. It was a double play ball and a 10-run last two inning for Hope International to get here 2 nights ago. And then last night, tying run in the 9th, winning run in the 11th for Tennessee Wesleyan. Wow.
It has indeed been wow. So here's that Hope game. Keep in mind, they were down 6. Double play to end the game. This puts Hope into the championship game. Last night, you come back, here's Tennessee Wesleyan. In the 11th inning, there's that line drive shot. Here comes the throw. We didn't know until that final slide in under the glove. 3-2 victory. These two teams know how to battle and know how to come from behind. Very worthy of a national championship matchup tonight.
All right, the question we always get when you get to this game, who's got any pitching left? Whose arm is good enough to maybe even go an inning, maybe even go one batter? That's the big question mark as we get ready to decide a champion.
If you have gas in the arm, if you've got any juice left, then get ready. You could come in at any time, and it definitely is pitching by attrition. We've even seen a pitcher get hooked after one pitch, one play. So get ready, pitchers, and it's probably going to come down to the wire again.
We certainly hope so, and we certainly hope for our sake and your sake, if you're going to be spending the night with us watching the championship game. They're going to add a name to the list here in a few hours. A.J. Howell will join us as well, and the first pitch of the title game in Lewiston coming up next. We started with 10 teams. We are down to just 2. Tennessee Wesleyan and Hope International. A.J. Howell is with us. Welcome back to the World Series, A.J.
Hey, thanks, Dennis. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. This is a very interesting matchup. You guys have already kind of broken it down, but we know these two teams coming from 2 different perspectives. Tennessee Wesleyan, that program, they have firsthand experience winning a title. Not all the guys in that dugout, but quite a few, and of course the coaching staff. They said they're hoping that for Hope International that they use that off day, that maybe the first 4 hitters kind of cooled off a little bit. Head coach Billy Berry saying this is all going to come down to who can control their emotions for the first 3 innings. At the end of the day, these guys are young. This is going to come down to who can settle in faster. The Royals looking to make history with their first title. Head coach Larry Mahoney says they're treating this as an elimination game, not a championship. Winning would mean everything to them, though. Both coaches generally agreeing this is just a game, even though a lot is on the line. Head coach Billy Berry saying if you treat it as anything else, it'll swallow you up. Dennis?
All right, AJ, thanks for that update. As we're getting you ready here, championship day. In these two teams have already played once this season. Back on February 3rd, Tennessee Wesleyan and Hope International. It was a wild finish, Mike. Tennessee Wesleyan scored 12 runs in the 7th and final inning of that game to win 15-8.
Sounds like what we've seen here in the semis up until we got to the championship here in Lewiston.
Late drama again there. Will we have it again here? Starting pitcher tonight is Trey Seeley, starting his 3rd game of the World Series. Starts it off 1-1.
And Dennis, that's unusual. Typically, you'll see 2 starts. You got your 1s and your 2s, so you'll see them later. It's unusual to see a pitcher start 3 games.
He started the opener on Friday and only went 4 innings, pitched 80 pitches. They brought him back on Monday, threw 119 pitches, 8 complete innings, and now he goes on 3 days rest. And everyone in Hope International's bullpen or starting pitcher did not pitch yesterday because they did not play. Advantage to the Eagles. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braxton Turner, and he starts it off with a base hit. 2-strike hitting for Turner. And already, Tennessee Wesleyan with somebody on. Turner continuing to swing the hot stick. Leading hitter in this World Series for Tennessee Wesleyan. For Hope International, I should say. Was David Rivera. I apologize. I had the wrong. Well, no. Alex Stevens is up. Excuse me.
That was
so Turner is on. Yep.
Turner was 333, 7 for 21 coming in. That now put him at 363 for the tournament.
Yeah. We showed you the Hope International lineup. We'll get you the Tennessee Wesleyan lineup here. And that is a hit by pitch. Jack Stevens takes one off the shoulder, and just like that, 2 runners on here in the early going. Well, you take a risk when you bring a pitcher back on shorter rest than he normally comes back on.
Yeah, especially with that high pitch count over 2 separate games. A lot of times that arm just is not 100% recovered. And obviously not a good start for Hope. Single and then a hit by pitch.
Marco Martinez steps to the plate in the World Series, just 227, but he did have a big 2-run homer earlier in the week. On the season, Martinez hitting .327. Double play depth in the middle of the infield. Third baseman in a couple of steps. Martinez will foul that out down the right side. Maceo makes a long run. Can't get to that. That ball actually back in behind the seats, into that little alleyway behind the seats. So quickly in the hole here, Martinez 0-2. Evan McGill would be up, and McGill leads the tournament in doubles. Over, no, it's a sensational play by Rivera. Did he have a step ladder? Because he climbed it.
He definitely did climb it. While you're up there, dunk the baseball.
Change the light bulb. That's holy cow. What a play by Rivera. That may have saved a run.
Stay up there and hang on the rim. Oh, those are some serious hops. Now, Dennis, what we have seen, we've seen a lot of base running mistakes where on line drives, runners are taking off and running. Very astute base running by the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
Yeah, Braxton Turner didn't freeze. He was going back to the base. Evan McGill up. McGill scored the game-winning run in the 11th inning last night. He was on 3 times last night and scored all 3 runs. McGill's brought his batting average up to 300. Leads the World Series with 4 doubles. Did he go? He did not. 6 umpires out on the field today, 2 umpires in our replay booth as well. So all 8 of the men who have come to Lewiston working the championship game here today, and we do have replay, and we'll explain it to you if we have any replay opportunities here. 2-0. Right back. Oh, that hits the pitcher, Seeley. Throws it away. The run from third will score. We'll see how they score that. Is it a base hit and an error? Is this a straight up error?
I have a base hit and then an error by the fielder. That was a catchable ball.
Well, they're going to give him a hit and an error. So there will be no RBI on the play. Went off of Seeley's leg. Not sure if that hit the runner.
That's a tough angle. Very tough angle. You need to throw that ball inside. You're entitled to the base path, and the mistake by the first baseman, you've got to be inside the bag, not outside, not on the foul part of the territory.
Well, Seeley took that off his leg. They're going to let him throw a couple of pitches as the training staff is out for Hope International.
Based on what I'm seeing on the replay, the error should be on the pitcher. He threw to the wrong side of the bag and did not give his first baseman a chance to even make a play. Odd play. It put the first baseman in an odd position. The optimal position, as I said, you've got to, if you're the first baseman, you've got to be in fair play, not foul play.
So an infield hit and an error. Stevens, who was the runner at first, made it to third, and Braxton Turner scored, and Tennessee Wesleyan already on the board. 1 out, runners at the corners here.
And if you're keeping track with the scorebook, that will not go down as an RBI because the runner advanced on the error.
Good. Switch hitter Cale Webster is up now. Looked at strike number 1. Webster 263 in the World Series. That ball's hit to the right field. There's Sims going back on it, makes the catch. That'll be deep enough to score the runner. And a sacrifice fly for Cale Webster as Jack Stevens will score. And that makes it 2-0.
Dennis, we talk about it all the time. You get that leadoff hitter on, whether it's a walk, a single, a hit by pitch. Well, that happened to the first two batters of this game, and guess what? They've already scored 2-0.
Fouled out of play. 6th batter of the inning, Cruz Newman, who had that dramatic game-winning hit in the 11th last night.
And McGill, who's there at first base in the cleanup spot, last night's score 3-2. Guess who scored all 3 runs? McGill. You don't see that every game.
You certainly don't.
You might see that once a season.
Hit in the air. Drifting back is Toigo. Takes a step onto the track and squeezes it for out number 3. So the 3rd out is recorded, but not before Tennessee Wesleyan gets a couple of runs to start it. A good start for the Bulldogs. Hope International, the Eagles, will try and respond when they come up for the first time in today's game. Championship day in Lewiston.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. I thought if that's out there, I want to make sure I see it and I get involved in it, because to me, this was music to my ears. I was blown away. When you look at today's kid, the millennium kid, they learn by being able to see it. If I can see it, it's a great chance that I can do it. The First Down Playbook is a tool that can essentially change the way we teach the game.
Great day for baseball here in the LC Valley. We've seen all kinds of weather, cool weather, hot weather, rainy weather. Hope International hoping to see championship weather here. And this top three in this Hope International lineup has been dynamite. J.J. Cruz hitting .619 in the tournament. David Rivera hitting .478 and Alex Marino .364. They have combined for 7 home runs and 21 RBI in the top three. You control the top three, you'll beat Hope International. If you don't, you won't.
I don't know if there's a hotter bat in this entire tournament than J.J. Cruz.
.427 on the season, 16 homers, 81 RBI. Cruz to lead it off. Sam Rochard is the Hope, or as I should say, is the Tennessee Wesleyan pitcher. He last threw on Monday 6 1/3 innings, 104 pitches. So both Rochard and Seeley going on 3 days rest, but Seeley threw Friday as well.
Rivera in that leadoff spot. Cruz is hitting .619 for the tournament. Rivera .478.
And he gets that one off the glove of the third baseman Leach, who couldn't come up with it. And David Rivera is on. That should be a base hit.
It should be
a hot shot.
And that'll bump him to an even 500 batting average on the tournament. That is not a routine play.
Scored as a base hit. 500, and he isn't even close to being the leading hitter on his team. It's 119 points behind that guy. Alex Marino, the left-handed hitter. Next two batters left-handed here. Pitch down low. Hope International, 77 stolen bases in 97 attempts. Rivera just 2 out of 6.
As a team, they're at 79% on the year, so they five attempts. They've been successful 4 out of 5 on average.
That ball's going to land just inside the park, but too far of a run for Turner to get to that. Running threats on this team are down near the bottom of the order. Amari Barti with 21 stolen bases. Dean Toigo has 18.
And Dennis, you're talking about stolen bases for Hope. They'll average 1.5 steals per game.
2-strike pitch. Threw it up high for a ball.
But then again, it's about the situation, and do your speed guys get on base in a situation where it's worth stealing or not?
Just missed, 2-2. McGill holding the runner at first. Everybody else really a double play depth in this infield. Outfield straight away, a little bit deep in left field where Turner is, but the ball is carrying today, and that means left field is a home run field. Fouled back, we'll do it again at 2-2. Crowd still filing in here. 6:35 start here in Lewiston. 2-2 on the way. Missed it. Missed down low. Runs it full at 3-2. You know, we talked about both of these teams and their path to get here. Hope International lost the first game, had to come all the way back. Won 4 in a row. Tennessee Wesleyan lost their second game. They've won 3 in a row to get here. That ball is in left field, and it just drops in for a base hit. So Hope International, just like Tennessee Wesleyan, first 2 runners on, nobody out.
And they did it the more challenging way, single.
Well, if you're Tennessee Wesleyan, you don't want to see J.J. Cruz coming to the plate with anybody on base. 6-19, 21 at-bats, 13 hits. They've gotten him out 8 times. Missed for a ball. You got to think the nerves are running high on both of these teams. You've worked all season to try and win a national championship, and now you're here.
So here's, just to put his tournament in perspective, OPS, on-base percentage plus slugging percentage, if you're at 1,000 or higher, those are great numbers. He's over 2,000. 2,025.
That's video game numbers.
It is. It's insane.
He's hit into 3 double plays this season, and that's what Tennessee Wesleyan is hoping for here. Looks at a strike, 2-1. Just 21 grounded into double plays for Hope International.
Over 2,000. That's an amazing OPS to get your head around.
Tennessee Wesleyan has only turned 14 double plays this season. That might have been his worst swing of the tournament right there. Kind of waved at that one off the plate, 2-2.
And combine that, he's only struck out twice, so he's making great contact, and throw 3 walks in there as well. His on-base percentage is 700.
2-2. That's down the line. It's got enough juice. Is it fair? And it is! It's gone! A 3-run homer for J.J. Cruz, his 5th of the tournament. And bing, bang, boom, Hope International has the lead.
Monster shot. Absolute monster. The only question was, fair or foul?
And that's what he was looking at, as everybody else was here.
Belt high inside, whip the hands.
Man.
Over the top of the batting cages out there. My goodness.
Out by the tennis building. That ball was crushed. And just like that, the 2-run deficit is erased. 3 up, 3 runs. Alec Arnone is first at bat in this game. For the World Series, hitting .318. 4 RBI. That ball's hit in the air, left center field. Long run for Newman. He's going to look up. That ball is gone! Back-to-back jacks for Hope International, and their fans are jumping up and down like they've been given free money.
Harris Field is a launch pad tonight, Dennis.
That ball absolutely pulverized.
Let's go, baby. Keep it up.
5th home run of the season for Arnone. And we're going to get a visit here. As Sam Rochard has not gotten anybody out, he's given up 2 home runs. And we've already got activity in the Tennessee Wesleyan bullpen here in the top of the 1st. But as Mike said in our open, you can't afford to wait.
And the first 4 batters he's faced, not only have they got their bat on the ball, they are roping him.
The last 3 were stung. 2 left the yard. Already activity in the bullpen for Tennessee Wesleyan. That's Carter Ganaway. Ganaway threw last night 21 pitches, an inning and a third. Ball beat into the dirt in front of the plate. The second baseman Webster will throw him out for out number one. One pitch, one out there. Maybe that'll help Rochard settle down.
Well, that mound visit apparently paid off.
First out of the inning, that brings Derek Sims to the plate. Sims 286, does have a home run with 5 RBIs in the World Series. Grounder to the second baseman. Again, Webster got him by a step. Quickly, back-to-back groundouts after back-to-back homers, and there are 2 outs.
Dennis, for some mysterious reason, second base has had an incredible number of ground balls.
We had that last night. We had 15 ground balls. The night before, when we had 2 games, it was close to 20 ground balls to the combined second baseman.
Typically, shortstop, well, between shortstop and second base, they'll get the most of the ground balls, but typically it's the shortstop. But it's not what we've seen.
Well, most of these, I mean, there's 4 left-handed hitters in this Hope International lineup. But Reinhardt had a majority of right-handed hitters. So did Georgia Gwinnett, 2 teams that got eliminated Wednesday and Thursday. Maciel quickly in the hole at 0-2. Not sure what happened there. Goes the ball. Maciel 350 in the tournament. 3 RBI. Ball hit it the other way. Deep play of the shortstop. Martinez, long throw to first. Did he get him? He did. Nice stretch and nice job by McGill to keep his foot on the base. So after 4 straight batters reached and all scored, 3 groundouts to get out of the inning. Are we in for a wild slugfest here? Sure looks like it. We head to the second. Hope International up 4-2.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. And get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting. At no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
There are 2 key moments in any college journey: when an acceptance letter arrives and the day the college education is paid off. And College Ave Student Loans is with you to help cover costs all along the way. We offer stress-free private student loans for undergrads, grad students, for parents, even loans to refinance your existing loans. Whether you're starting college, already in the workplace, or just trying to figure things out, turn to College Ave and breathe easy.
3 teams playing here tonight. One of them the umpire team. Corey Ray behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Roger Rangel, Cody Whitehead, Jason Tice in the infield. Jeremy Hoser, Tim Arndt down the lines, and our replay officials are Jim Courtney and Skip Poe. Skip was behind the plate last night. Now he gets to put his feet up and just watch the game like us and maybe make a decision or 2 on the replay. Daniel Stewart to start this inning off, 7-8-9 here in the second inning for Tennessee Wesleyan. Stewart 286, no home runs, 4 runs batted in. Sixth game for both of these 2 teams. As we told you, Hope International trying to become the first team since 2006 to lose their first round game and come from behind. That would mean they would have to win 5 elimination games in a row to win the championship. Seeley's pitch down low, 2-2. Tennessee Wesleyan got beat in their second game, so they have faced 3 elimination games, won all 3 of those. This is their 4th.
And that's a rarity where you've got both teams in the championship, and both have had to come virtually through, well, Hope through the entire losing bracket. Tennessee Wesleyan, as you mentioned, Dennis, 3 games through the losers bracket.
The NAIA dominated by 2 teams this year. Southeastern, the Fire were the number 1 seed. Georgia Gwinnett, the number 2 seed. Both those teams losing less than 10 games even after they lost 2 here, and they were both eliminated. Fire eliminated early. Georgia Gwinnett on Wednesday night. Inside, 3-2. If you're both these teams, the ideal thing to do is work the pitch count here, just because the arms are taxed. 3-2 on the way. Driven deep to the center fielder, off the wall. Barty couldn't get it. Stewart will chug into second base, and Barty has not gotten up. He crashed hard into that fence with his arm outstretched.
And that is a wood fence with no padding.
Well, he's up. Watch it again. Yeah, that arm was up when he crashed into the wall. That does not make you feel great.
No, and you hope it's more the wind and he didn't get his throwing arm pinned in there and a shoulder injury. I just knocked the wind out of you.
Mike said no padding on those wooden fences, and they're attached into the ground with poles. So it's a situation where,
and you got to assume poles with concrete inside those poles.
Right.
So that fence is not going anywhere.
Not a lot of give. I took a walk around the park earlier. You see those second row of signs, the advertising signs that are the second one, the highest ones. Those are about 3 feet back from the wall. And the warning track in the outfield, if you're running full speed, like there you see it, those are the top row is a home run if it hits one of those signs, but they're 3 feet back. It usually doesn't hit one of those signs and bounce back into play. One on the way. Fooled him with that pitch, 1-2. The other thing is the stride, if you're striding full speed like Barty was, it's basically 2 steps from the grass to the wall.
And he took 1 step and a leap.
Just lined into right field. They're going to hold the runner at third. Had to make sure that ball got through, and Leach is on with a base hit. First and third, nobody out. And the left-handed hitter Carson Ford comes to the plate. Seeley is this team's ace. You probably give him a little bit more leeway than you might another pitcher. But then again, we don't know what the plan is, how long he is scheduled to go or they think he can go, and who's available behind him. Swing and a miss on that one.
And both pitchers took a beating from the respective offenses in that first inning. So unless either of them settle in, it may end up being pitching by committee tonight.
Carson Ford, 294 on the season. In the series, does not have an RBI yet. He's got a golden opportunity to get one here. Doesn't even have to get a hit. 0-2 though. Middle of this infield is back at double play depth. They'll give up the run if they can get 2 outs here. In the corners. What a stop that time by Arnone. He didn't even try to catch that. He just got his body in front of it, hoping something would hit it.
And keep it in front of him. Because that was a breaking pitch as well, and they can take some nasty bounces.
Try to make yourself as wide as you can back behind the plate, and he did an excellent job of it there. And it didn't bounce away. It bounced straight in front of him. 1-2 on the way. Overthrew a fastball, 2-2. Ford has made contact in the World Series, just 2 strikeouts in 17 at-bats.
And last 2 games, he's been hot, hitting at a 500 clip.
Down low, 3-2. Interesting hit. What do you do here with Dante Leach at first base? Nobody out. Do you run him? 7 stolen bases in 8 tries. Stay out of the double play. They do not. Struck him out, and that's a big out for Trey Seeley. There's 1 out. That's his first strikeout of the game. Back to the top of the order, Braxton Turner.
And that ball was high. Ford chased that high fastball. If he lets that go, that's a ball.
Anybody who stood up there, doesn't matter the level, and you see that one up in your eyes, you think you can hit that ball 100 miles. And the only guys who can hit that pitch are guys that are playing in the majors. The rest of us are all walking back with our heads down.
Yep, and even there, it's not a sure thing.
No. Fooled him with an off-speed pitch. So we told you Turner, the leading hitter coming into this World Series for Tennessee Wesleyan.
Oh,
and he got his 8th hit of the series.
I was going to say, is a hit or another good stop there by the catcher.
But it allows the runner to move up. Well, it saved the run, but it too far away to keep Dante Leach from moving up on the wild pitch, and that erases the double play.
I was going to say, as a hitter, the reason you don't want to chase one high, as a batter, you don't want to be swinging up.
Another off-speed pitch, 1-2. We all know that, Mike.
It's instincts.
Yeah, no,
it's reaction.
Just, you look, that pitch is coming, you go, I'm going to crush this. We all know you can't hit that pitch. Doesn't matter, we keep swinging. Ford, same as the rest of us. 1-2. Hit in the air. Maciel giving it a look over near the dugout, and he makes the play. Kept it in play, and that is a gigantic out, number 2. So the foul out to the first baseman with 2 outs now. And Jack Stevens will come up.
He didn't get a hit. He got hit by pitch on his first time up.
He did also score a run in that first inning. Now it's going to take a 2-out hit. Did he go? He did. Strike 1.
That's beautiful first pitch. Boy, he painted the outside with that breaking pitch.
You got Ford to go fishing on his first pitch, which was about in the same spot. Seeley's got the off-speed pitch working right now. Down low, blocked again.
He's putting a lot of pressure on his catcher.
Arnone, all he's doing today is blocking everything in front of him and hitting a home run. That's a trust for a pitcher to be able to throw that pitch and know that it's not going to cost him.
Yeah, especially with a guy on third.
Hit in the air. Back on it is Barty. Looks up. It's gone! A 3-run homer for Jack Stevens. And Tennessee Wesleyan is back in front. That is our 3rd home run of this game already.
For those of you fans not familiar with Harris Field, in these conditions, this is a launch pad. Tonight is perfect conditions for a hitter. You just get that extra carry, and tonight the wind is coming from the northwest, so that the wind is going straight out to center. Speaking of center, right up the middle.
Yeah, Marco Martinez tore the cover off of that ball with that line drive single. And that'll bring up Evan McGill. Almost no wind, warmer temperatures. That is the recipe for the ball to travel, especially to center and to left field here in Lewiston.
1.5 innings, 3 lead changes. How appropriate, Dennis.
It's a heavyweight fight. This is Hagler Hearns is what it is. If you don't know who Hagler and Hearns were, go ask your dad or your grandpa or your grandma. They'll know.
And if they're not there, Google it.
Watch the first round of that fight.
Yeah, or YouTube it.
Well, yeah, don't watch it now. Watch it later tonight, because if you do, you watch it 3 more times. Well, that'll play, and the first 2 will be with your mouth open. Well, he's quickly ahead here on McGill, 2 strikes. What a pitch, off-speed pitch, got him to chase that one, and McGill goes down as the strikeout victim. But not before Jack Stevens slugs a 3-run home run. Tennessee Wesleyan has scored 5 runs in the first 2 innings. They only lead by 1. Part of the great crowd here in Lewiston, the home of the NAIA College World Series. The crowds have been great, and especially great considering no home team. The Warriors of Lewis Clark State College did not make it here today. And if you go back and look at some of the other places that have had this tournament, hundreds have showed up for a championship game. Not here in Lewiston. This is a baseball town, and these people are proud of this tournament. Ryan Lamastra is up for the first time in this game. We go 8-9-1. Second inning work for Sam Rouchard.
This game, same makeup as we saw in the semis, but different. Last close game, three lead changes already from the bottom of the second. But last night was all about the arms. Tonight, so far, it's all about the bats.
Tough play for the shortstop. Short hop, and he can't get to it, can't pick it up. Beating it out is Lamastra, and that ball took a wicked hop right where the grass and the dirt meet in front of home plate. Watch how high it goes and where it hits, right off of that seam there, and that caused that short hop.
And as a shortstop, there's really nothing you can do. He came in with speed, trying to avoid the short hop. That was just all about timing.
Yeah, we'll give Lamastra a base hit. That play almost impossible for Martinez to make.
Definitely not routine. Therefore, the base hit.
Amari Barti looks at a strike, 0-2. You know, you'd think that would happen more often with where that seam is in front of home plate, where the grass and the dirt meet, but it doesn't happen. You don't see that very often.
Well, part of that, you tip your cap to the grounds crew, too, because they know how to keep that
Right.
rim down. On, let's just say, a field not tended to as well, you're going to get more of those hops.
Sure, because there's lips in front of where the grass meets the infield. Double play ball here. Second for one on the way to first, double play. So Barti with good speed grounds into a rare double play, and quickly there are 2 outs. That's just the second double play that Barty has hit into, and the 22nd of the season Hope International has hit into.
He may want to challenge this. I think this is worthy of a challenge, Dennis. That was close. Replay will tell the story, but by my eye, I actually thought he beat the throw. And the shortstop did that little cheat throw or whatever. He kind of double clutched it before he did the shuffle. And when I saw that, I go, ooh, we might have a very close play at first base.
Larry Mahoney, the head coach of Hope International, making the challenge. So we'll explain the challenge to you. There you see it well, you're going to see the same thing our referees are seeing. They're using our video.
Yeah, just a little slight double clutch. He took that extra step.
This should be more conclusive here.
Here's your view, and I see the ball outside the glove when the foot, I mean, that is close. That's probably what, 3 frames?
Maybe
2 from the ball away from the glove and the foot on the base. So
and 30 frames in a second.
Yep.
In video. Might be 2.
Yep.
You do get 2 challenges as the head coach. If you win your challenge, you keep those 2 challenges. So in essence, if you want a challenge, you get 2 misses before you're out. There are also crew chief challenges that occur in the late innings where they take it out of the manager's hands and put it in the umpire's hands. And again, where's the ball? Where's the foot?
So those that haven't viewed both the semis and then tonight, in the 2 semi games on Wednesday, there were 2 challenges in both games.
Correct.
Last night we had 1 challenge. Yeah. And here's challenge number 6.
Mike, as I see that again, it might be a single frame. That's how close that was.
Yeah, you can't fault the umpire for this, but it's but the freeze the foot right there on the back. And again, remember, we're looking at the back of the glove, so that ball's got to travel into the glove.
But you can't make that judgment. You can't assume anything. You have to see it. They're going to call him safe, and I think that's the right call.
I agree. Yep.
So that ruling was overturned, so Larry Mahoney will keep his 2 challenges. Good challenge by the Hope International skipper.
And I was going to say that cheat step by the shortstop before he shoveled the ball to the second baseman, that was a difference between an out and a single.
So the fielder's choice puts Barty at first, and as we said, he is the #1 steal threat on this team. But now you have to ask yourself, with the way the ball is traveling here today, do you take the bat out of David Rivera's hands or somebody else? Rivera up, had a single his first time. It's that into center field, fisted it, and it will drop in front. That's good base running. Barty went halfway stop so he could get back if it was caught, get to second if it wasn't. So 2 for 2 for Rivera. And Alex Moreno comes up with a double play in order. You want to throw a double play ball here, so the next time J.J. Cruz is up is with the bases empty.
And good catch there, Dennis, because there was the out at second base on the apparent double play, fielder's choice, not single. So I've got single, fielder's choice, single so far in this inning.
Off speed pitch, didn't know where the ball was for a split second. Stewart behind the plate. Thought it was behind him or underneath him at first, and it was in front of him. That's a helpless feeling when you're a catcher back there, when not knowing where the baseball is. Because in your mind, you're thinking everybody's running if I don't know where it is. Slow roller to the first baseman. McGill will take it himself, step on the bag. Runners advance. On the ground out to the first baseman. 2 outs. Here comes J.J. Cruz. They may just walk him here.
I would. Hottest bat in the entire tournament. Runners on second and third. That's the equivalent of a sack. It won't go down as a sack. It'll go down as a ground out, but you advance to second and third with the 2 runners. I'll be stunned if they pitch to him.
Well, that's what they're going to do here. Maybe this is something you just don't give him anything to hit. It's the intentional walk.
After that 3-run bomb,
threw him a strike.
He now has a slugging, an OPS, on base plus slugging, of 2,175. The numbers get more insane.
1,000 is your Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and he's more than double
first
that.
ballot Hall of Famer. That just shows you how he's dominated this World Series.
He's going after him.
Just missed on that pitch for a ball.
Tell you what, Rochard, he is not backing off.
Out of the stretch. Challenged him with a high pitch, and he went after it.
Yep.
See, even the great ones can't hit that ball up there. 1 ball, 2 strike. If I'm Rochard, I do not throw this anywhere near the strike zone.
No, not whatsoever.
Miss down low,
You throw
especially.
Curve inside or about 2-3 inches on the outside. See if he chases.
Off speed down low. He didn't go after it. 2-2. That's the pitch you want to make it happen if you're Rochard. You do not want to run this full 3-2.
But Cruz is a kind of hitter, and he's so hot. You want to make him chase one and make a mistake rather than trying to challenge him.
Popped it up. Underneath it is the center fielder, Newman. And they finally got J.J. Cruz out in a big situation. Well, the Hope International had a couple of runners on, couldn't get him home. We head to the third, 5-4, Tennessee Wesleyan leads.
I have a little birthday message for you from someone too.
I heard you really love basketball. You're a good shooter and a good dribbler. Happy birthday, MJ, and hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You see Billy Barry was trying to get an explanation from our home plate umpire on something that happened in that half inning. Barry, if his team can win tonight, would join that respective list of great coaches with 3 NAIA World Series titles. Tennessee Wesleyan won it in 12 and in 19. He would join 2 LC State Warrior coaches, Ed Sheff, Jeremiah Robbins, and the others on that list. That is some unbelievable company if he can win tonight.
Jeremiah won 3 in a row. He lost his first 2. He was in the championship 5 straight years, lost his first 2, and then won 3 straight.
Cale Webster will lead it off here. 5, 6, 7 in the third for Tennessee Wesleyan. Ed Sheff won 1,000 in a row. It just seems like it with those 16. I think it was it 5 in a row was the most they won? We'll look at that up. I've got it. I've got a list here. I just got to find it. Look out. That just over the top of the dugout and in the bullpen. Yeah, 6 in a row and 8 out of 9. And the one they didn't win, they lost in 10 innings. 2-2 here to Webster. Start of the 3rd inning. Fouled out of play. There is activity in the Hope International bullpen. And we talked about that when Seeley was announced as a starter. Remember, he started on Friday through 4 innings. Then Monday he threw 8 innings, 119 pitches. You had to wonder how long he was going to be able to go in this game, and struck him out. Off-speed pitch that fooled Webster. And that is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Seeley. That brings up Cruz Newman to the plate. Newman flied out to the left fielder to end that 1st inning. 2 in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd for Tennessee Wesleyan. That ball is hit deep, and that's not going to be playable. That ball is over the scoreboard. Cruz Newman with a solo blast.
And about 1/3 onto the roof of the tennis facility. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say it again. Harris Field is the proverbial launch pad this evening. Oh my goodness, was that a bomb.
Coming into this game, Tennessee Wesleyan in the first 5 games had hit 2 home runs. One by Dante Leach, one by Marco Martinez. They've got 2 here in the first 2 1/3 innings.
The right fielder, the only movement was to just turn around and see how far that ball went over the right field fence.
Daniel Stewart is up, doubled his last time up to start that 2nd inning and scored a run. 2 home runs for Tennessee Wesleyan, 2 home runs already for Hope International. This high for a ball, 1-2. Maybe just wanted him to go chase that one.
Dennis, you take these conditions and then pitchers whose arms aren't 100% and they're just not at 100%. The ball is up, and with the way these teams swing the bat, and there's a lot of power on both teams. My good, well, nice strike 3 there.
Yeah, completely fooled Stewart on that one for his 2nd strikeout of the inning, 4th of the game.
But with these conditions, you've got to keep the ball down. You get it belt high, my goodness, good luck.
Leach singled and scored in that 2nd inning, 1 for 1 here. He had one of the 2 home runs in this World Series in the first 5 games for the Bulldogs.
Seeley on the mound. He's a strikeout pitcher. On the season, he's averaged 1.4 strikeouts per inning. That's a pretty healthy clip.
It's almost at that rate right now.
I mean, put that in perspective. That's 12, 13 strikeouts a game over 9 innings. That's power pitching.
He struggled in that opener, but was sensational his 2nd start on Monday. A.J. Howell's got more on the big right-hander.
Yeah, there's a whole group of guys on this roster that, if you notice, they spent some time at Cypress College before making their way to Hope International, and Seeley's one of them, along with Dean Toigo, Josh Landry, Brandon Reyes, and Raul Harada. I asked head coach about this. He said his entire staff is from Cypress. It's also his alma mater, and they make an effort to recruit there because they know what they're about. Works out well for him. Dennis?
AJ, it's a pipeline. It's all about relationships, too, in recruiting, especially junior college baseball. And Seeley's a good one. See Larry Mahoney. Before this year, Hope International had made one trip to the tournament and hadn't won a game, 0-2. They're a win away from winning their first ever national title. Struck him out on a high fastball. He gives up a home run and then strikes out the side. But Tennessee Wesleyan adds to the lead. They lead it by 2, heading to the bottom of the third. See Larry Mahoney, head coach of Hope International. You heard Cypress College, then also Cal State Fullerton, his alma maters. It's 116-41 coming into this tournament. Very successful coach, trying to do something that hasn't happened since 2006, lose the opener and come back and win 5 straight and win a World Series.
It's happened, but as you can see, 2006 to 2004, it's a rarity.
Just, you're such a disadvantage. Got to use all your pitching up early. But if you can somehow make it and there's a 3 teams at the end with all 1 loss, you get the bye into the championship game. So it actually becomes an advantage at that point in time.
Absolutely.
Right to the shortstop. Alec Arnone hit that one on the screws, but that's out number 1. He's hit the ball hard twice. He crushed the homer the first time up on that one. Well, 8 times out of 10, that's a base hit. Dean Toigo up, grounded out. His first time up. Ball bounced up there. 1-1. Toigo coming into the game in the World Series at 2-11.
And compare that to the regular season, 337.
Struggled a little bit here in the postseason. No extra base hits, just 2 RBI.
He's 3rd on the team in home runs, so he's a dangerous guy. There's a reason he's in that 5 spot.
I think everybody's dangerous with the way the weather is here today.
Yeah, that ups the danger another notch or 2.
It's danger Will Robinson level here tonight. 2-2 on the way. Popped up, fooled him a little bit. Ball behind the plate. Stewart looking, giving chase. Into the stands by about 1.5 feet.
And the kid sitting next to him gets the baseball.
Good, that's what you should do.
Polite people.
If you're an adult, you catch a ball at a ball game. Good for you. You'll always remember you caught that ball. Hand it to a kid. If you took a kid, then give it to your kid. But if you didn't take it, give it to somebody else. And that's what they do here in Lewiston.
It's
what we do now.
It's the protocol.
Yeah, you didn't used to do that. You do it now. Runs it full here. Toigo trying to get on here with 1 out in the 3rd. Struck him out. Chased one out of the zone. Nice strikeout for Rouchard, and I believe that is his first. It is his first strikeout of the game. Derek Sims to the plate. 2 on, nobody out. We haven't said that in this game. Sims grounded out to the second baseman and looks at a strike on the outside part of the plate.
Quick story. I was at a major league game in the outfield. Our son Brian to my right, and then some kid to my left. Fly ball outfield, third out. Outfielder catches it, throws it up into the stands, right to me. I mean, I had no choice but to catch it. And then I looked at him and I pointed to my right, to my son, or to the left to the other guy. And the outfielder pointed the kid to my left, so I handed the ball to him. And Brian starts crying.
Oh,
Dad,
yeah.
Dad, but
that's why you don't ask. You hand it to the closest kid you pick.
Yep. I just reacted. It's like, I knew it wasn't for me. It's like, who were you trying to hit?
That's one of those things is, you know, I don't begrudge anybody for catching a foul ball. But it's what you do with it after you catch it. 1-2 on the way. Hit in the air. Stewart's going to give a look. That is way further out. Nobody caught that ball, and Kid get jumped on that one.
Well, as an adult, you need to make the catch because an 8-year-old kid's probably not at the skill level to try.
Yeah.
You got the smaller hands, everything. That comes at you quick.
1-2 again to the shortstop, Martinez. Big throw. Stayed with it that time at first. McGill for out number 3. So the first 1-2-3 half inning of this game. We head to the 4th. Tennessee Wesleyan leading in a slugfest, 6-4 after 3.
Industrial Farms. They're well-oiled machines that produce in bulk, row after row, year after year, consistent and predictable crops. But LC State is more like a small garden, where each plant is placed in the perfect soil, diligently watered and carefully cared for. The result? Our students grow to their full potential. You'll thrive at LC State.
Welcome back to Lewiston. 6-4, our Tennessee Wesleyan lead over Hope International as we go to the 4th inning. Carson Ford will lead it off. A.J. Howell is standing by with a special guest. A.J.?
Hey Dennis, yes, I'm here with Alex Schultz. He's an NAIA Championship sport manager, so he's kind of running the show a little bit. Can you tell us what your day-to-day kind of looks like?
Yeah, sure. My responsibility is really just to oversee the tournament. We have a games committee of NAIA head coaches that really kind of run the show. I just kind of help keep it on tracks and then work with our host institution of LC State, and they've done a phenomenal job these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, can you even ask for a more exciting tournament at this part? I know we still have a finish to go in this game, but, you know, a 4-6 matchup, what does that say about the talent in this bracket?
Yeah, no, it's been an amazing tournament. I think, you know, we're seeing some high-quality baseball top to bottom, and it's like you said, the 6-4 matchup is just a testament to these athletes and the talent pool in the NAIA.
A few nail-biters for sure. The crowd's kind of gotten into it. What can you say about this Lewiston crowd that shows up year after year?
No, the community is amazing, and it really represents what the NAIA is about. We're very blessed to be here in Lewiston. They're incredible hosts, and that's evident tonight with the community support. We couldn't be more thankful.
And we know that next year the tournament will be here as well, and the format looks a little bit different. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so any changes to the format are going to come directly through the coaching body. So they vote on any sort of changes, and then that's approved through our what we call NAC. So next year we will have a bracket change, which will add an additional day. So there won't necessarily be 4 games in a day. It'll be 3, so hopefully that's better for the crowds, the volunteers, and the teams involved.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, Alex.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, A.J. And thank you, Alex. Yes, and we are always proud to be part of this tournament. We broadcast every game live on SWX. As Carson Ford grounded out for the first out, Braxton Turner grounds out for the second out. Good play here by the third baseman, Moreno. Quickly 2 outs. 4 in a row now retired by Seeley in his 4th inning.
Dennis, note to myself, I want to see what that new 3-game per day bracket looks like. Because typically with those 4 games, seeds 3 through 10, they're playing. There's your 4 games with a bye with 1 and 2 seed. That's a wild card.
Well, and you know, one of the things that everybody in college athletics is trying to do, and this is, you know, what Brooke Henn said, the athletic director yesterday, we're trying to make it better as a college experience for our athletes. And, you know, nobody wants to play at 8:30 in the morning, and I don't blame them. I don't want to play at 8:30 in the morning either. And I don't want to start a game at 10 o'clock at night, and hopefully that will eliminate all of those types of situations.
Yep, and that's the purpose behind it.
Right.
But it is going to skew the bracket a bit.
Teams will figure out how to adjust. They always do.
Oh, yes.
Jack Stevens, nobody on, 2 outs, 2-2 here. Stevens hit a home run his last time up, a 3-run shot, and he scored a run on a hit by pitch in the first. Slow roller to the shortstop, Rivera. Got plenty of time. Across the diamond. Another 1-2-3 half inning. Seeley's now retired 5 in a row after giving up a home run in the third. We head to the bottom half of the inning. Still 6-4 here. Championship Friday in Lewiston. Welcome back to Lewiston. Dennis Patchen, Mike Peterson, A.J. Howell, our entire SWX crew. Bottom 4 here. Ryan Maciel leads it off, 7-8-9 here for the Royals. That ball is grounded foul. 0-1. Maciel grounded out his first time up to the shortstop. Looks at a ball. I'm not sure. Maciel's the one who went back and got the ball, and then the umpire said something to him, and he laughed. Break the tension here a little bit, huh?
The catcher-umpire dynamic.
That time the batter got involved.
If there's a ball down the left field line.
Yeah.
Unless it's a piece of paper.
No, I think, well.
Must be.
Must be a paper. 1-1 on the way. High hopper to the third baseman. Leach across the diamond in time. Quickly 1 away. That is 6 in a row set down by Rochard. I'm not saying this publicly, I'm just saying this out loud so I can't be held responsible. Both pitchers seem to be settling in after rough starts, and usually when a broadcaster says that, somebody gives up 4 runs. I didn't say it, I'm just pointing it out.
Yep, that can be here comes the jinx, but all the action for the most part's been in innings 1 and 2, and they have settled in after that.
Well, 5 in a row for Seeley, 6 in a row for Rochard, and only 1 of those have been hit out of the infield, or it's either been a strikeout, a ground down, or a line out. Ryan Lemastra is up, got a base hit his first time up. Foul at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sun's starting to set. Those shadows now over the field. With those long shadows. Look at the shadow from the pitcher all the way into foul territory.
And with no clouds in the sky, Dennis.
Struck him out, throw it out at first. 1 out.
With no clouds in the sky, we'll probably have a couple innings where the shadows are going to be a factor.
Second strikeout of this game. And Amari Barti will be up. 2 outs here. Barti on a fielder's choice, his last time up. And he's on again, this time with a base hit. So Barti snaps that streak of 7 straight retired by Rochard. And that brings the tying run to the plate here, the bottom half of the 4th inning, and David Rivera, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. To the third baseman, short hop, knocked down, it'll be a fair ball, and it'll be safe. Leach knew he had to do something and do it quick, couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, it's called the do or die. You've got one chance to make the scoop and the throw, otherwise, there's no way.
We're going to score that an error.
Yep, and that's accurate, but it's not a routine play, but he didn't have to like dive or anything like that. He just couldn't come up with the do or die snag.
Alex Moreno, the left-handed hitter, up. Singled in the first, scored a run, grounded out in the second to the first baseman. 2 outs here with J.J. Cruz on deck. Missed down low. Nice job by Stewart to block that pitch.
As a batter, when the twilight shadows come in, what is really difficult is when those shadows, you've got the pitcher in the sun and about halfway on that 60 feet from the mound to home plate, and that goes into the shadows, you can just lose the ball sometimes.
Missed inside for a ball. And where the sun is here, there's actually the pitcher is causing his own shadow. So he releases it in a shadow into the sun, then back into the shadow when you're hitting. Off-speed pitch. Fooled him on that one, 2-2. That was a great pitch by Rochard. Big pitch here in the 4th inning of play. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 pitch. Just stayed alive, foul tipped that one. Stewart couldn't hang on to it.
Remember a time I'm hitting, it's twilight, back in the Legion ball days. I didn't even see the ball, and I'm standing there, and it plucked me right in the ribs. Oh, knocked the wind out of me. My teammates said, oh, God, you're tough standing in there like that. It's like, no, I just didn't see it.
Saw it.
If I knew it was coming at the ribs, I'd at least turn it. Would have hit me in the back. Glad it didn't hit me in the head.
I think the next half inning or next inning is going to be even worse.
It will.
Yep. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Barti runs well at second base. A base hit should score him. Fouled off again. We'll do it for a 3rd time.
I mean, sometimes you can lose the ball. It's very difficult to pick up the spin at times. And going from the sun to the shade, sometimes it looks like the ball's moving and jumping. If you're a pitcher, you love this time of the night.
Hit in the right field. Barti off with a hit. Dropped the ball in right field. Gonna try and score the runner from first. Safe! Stevens bobbled the ball on the exchange. An RBI single for Marino, and a run scores on an error, and we are tied at 6.
Trying to scoop it and make that throw, just couldn't corral it. And then he threw the ball and hit the cutoff man, and the cutoff man hesitated, and that was a great job by the third base coach to say, hey, head home. You've got a free path.
Tell you what, that just aggressive base running out there. 2 runs will score, give Moreno an RBI. Now Cruz is up, and he hits it the other way, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. That'll be an RBI double as Moreno scores, and Hope International is back in front. Fourth RBI of the game for J.J. Cruz.
And 4th lead change of the game. Are we surprised at that? We figured it would be a battle.
So the air coming back to haunt them as that ball is hit to the second baseman. First pitch swinging that time, Alec Arnone. They get the out, but not before Hope International. The Royals get a 3 spot in the bottom of the 4th. They lead it 7-6 and a wild one here in Lewiston.
The landscape of sports is changing. AI is the next evolution. We're bringing it to fields and gyms everywhere with Huddle Focus. Just mount it, set it, and forget it. Multiple lenses, AI player tracking, automatic recording, or record on the fly with the Focus app. Instant uploads and flexible live streaming options. AI is changing sports. Use it to your advantage. Visit huddle.com/focus today.
Welcome back. There you see some of the people enjoying the baseball and the sun out in those seats in left field, and better have your head on a swivel today the way the ball's traveling. What a tournament that J.J. Cruz is having. Came into this game hitting .619, 21 for 13. He's gone 2 for 3 today with another homer, his 5th of the tournament, and he also has 4 RBIs. He now has driven in 15 runs in this game.
3 per game. At this level, on this stage.
Marco Martinez will start it off here. 3-4-5 for Tennessee Wesleyan. Had a 2-0 lead, then down 4-2, then back up 5-2, or 5-4, 6-4, now down 7-6 as the lead keeps changing hands. Martinez popped out to the shortstop and had a base hit his last time up, 1 for 2.
And Cruz, 9 of his 15 hits, extra base. There's your power.
Yeah, that's maybe the most impressive. I mean, 5 home runs, that's a lot. He leads the tournament, leads the World Series, 19 RBI, but it's just not just singles he's getting. He's just punishing the ball. 5 he's driven out of the yard. The rest of them he's hit hard enough to get to an extra base.
5 home runs, 4 doubles. Essentially averaging 1 per game of each.
Martinez looked at that one, 3-1. Seeley out for his 5th inning.
And then throw that in there. With 15 hits, he's right at 3 hits per game. I mean, just what a performance. This is one of the greatest performances I've seen since we've been covering the World Series.
Yeah, ball 4 to Martinez, a 5-pitch walk. And that snaps a skid of 5 in a row retired by Seeley. And the run-scoring machine, Evan McGill, steps to the plate. Had an infield hit and struck out in his 2. He scored all 3 runs last night in that 3-2 win. And the one he scored in the 9th was a hustle double to get into scoring position. Down low, 2-0. This inning, plate jumping around a little bit on Seeley, and now we're going to get a visit. He's thrown 7 pitches, 6 of them have been balls. And Justin Drury has been up for a couple of innings, been throwing in the bullpen.
Well, Sheely, his whip, walks, hits per innings pitched. That's just like with OPS, 1,000 is that trademark number. If you're around 1, you're putting up all-star numbers. Sheely is at 1.18 on the season. Drury, he's even better at 1.07. They got some all-star arms out here on the Hope team. Both teams do.
Should not be surprised that Evan McGill has been hot. He was their leading hitter this season at 368. 5th on the team in home runs with 9. And 4th on the team in RBI. He does have some pop. Hit to the second baseman. They'll go to second for 1 on the replay. The double play, on the relay, not replay. And just like that, the pitcher's best friend, 4-6-3.
And no need to do a coach's challenge on that one. That clearly a clean double play.
First double play hit into by Tennessee Wesleyan. Just like that, nobody on, 2 outs for Cale Webster. And the way the runs are scoring here, anytime you can get people off the base that are on the base, hats off to you. Fouled back.
Well, here you go. Cruz at second base. What'd he do at second base? His footwork in that snap to the shortstop, perfection.
Just notice Cale Webster, old school, no gloves.
You don't see that very often. Now, Ed Sheff, Hall of Fame Ed Sheff, the legend, as a coach, he wouldn't let his players wear batting gloves. That was a trademark from the Sheff days.
Completely fooled on that pitch. They're going to throw him out at first base as the catcher, Arnone, tagged him but didn't have the ball. Had to throw him out. Kind of a 1-2-3 inning. The double play ball helped out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Hope International up 1. Well, you got to get your souvenirs, huh? Visit the concession stand, make the walk. Get yourself a t-shirt, maybe a snow cone, something. I like that San Francisco Giants hat on that little kid's head, huh? Well, I'm surprised our producer Chad put that up. Chad's a Dodger fan. Off the glove of Leach. Stays with it. Long throw. Can't get him. Well, Leach has been getting a workout at third base today.
The hot corner.
And they're going to give him another error. Actually, no, they're not. That's a base hit. So Toigo with a line drive base hit, and Sims is up. Swings and misses. Toigo's hit, first time he's been on today.
I think Denny's ruling because he had to go airborne, and that ball was coming in hot. That is definitely not a routine play. So single in the book.
Now what? Our catcher, Stewart, going over. Looks like.
I wonder if it's equipment or something.
Yeah, I think he just tossed the catcher's mitt into the dugout. He's probably going to get a second one here.
Sure enough.
We talked about this the other day. If you're a catcher, you always got to have the second one broke in. And I'm wondering if like the webbing popped. See another look at it here. No, there's the Toigo play. Wild pitch. Couldn't find it. Advancing to second base is Toigo. I guarantee if you look into that Tennessee Wesleyan dugout, somebody's restringing that glove. Every team has a coach or a trainer or a equipment guy that are wizards at that stuff. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Toigo now in scoring position for Sims. Sims will bunt it to the third baseman. Perfectly played on the sacrifice. Nice job by Leach to throw him out on the run, but you can't ask Derek Sims to do any better than that. Maciel will step to the plate with a runner at third. That was a high pitch, too. He did a nice job to get that down.
Yeah, perfectly placed.
Usually you contact that ball up in the zone, pop it up. That's hard to get that ball down when it's up that high. Opportunity here with the runner at third and less than 2 outs. Score without a hit. Grounded out twice, once to the shortstop, once to the third baseman. He's hit it the other way both times, high for a ball.
Since we talked about Stewart in his glove, fun fact, tall catcher, 6'5". Got a pitcher's build, not a catcher's build.
You didn't used to see that. Over the last, I don't know, 30 years maybe, you see taller catchers. Guy like Bob Melvin in the major leagues, Terry Kennedy, some of those taller guys. There's still the short guys out there. Alejandro Kirk for Toronto. It's like 5'6".
Built like a tank.
Yeah, he sure is.
I mean, typically you see someone built like a fullback or a linebacker. It's like, you probably play catcher.
Missed high. Well, in the old days, it was, 50 years ago, they looked around and let's find the short, chunky kid to put him behind the plate because he doesn't run well enough to play in the outfield or infield. That's not the case anymore.
Nope.
3-1 pitch coming. Down low for a ball, so the base on balls. That's the first walk of this game issued by Sam Rouchard here in the 5th. Ryan Lamastra up. This isn't all bad if you're Tennessee Wesleyan because now you can get out of the inning on a double play ball. Well, actually, it's 2 outs. It didn't matter, so yeah.
But still gives you that extra force right up the middle.
We talked about the sun not really affecting anybody on the field. Well, Is there one out? There is only one out. Correct. The scoreboard is wrong. There is one out. You get out of double play. Watch the third baseman. We'll show the runner at third, Toigo. He's having to hold his hand up to see when the pitch is delivered. That's popped into the right field. No man's land, and it's going to fall. And the run will score. It drops in. Ryan LeMaster with a base hit. He couldn't have placed it any better out there. First run of the fifth here, and a 2-run lead for Hope International.
The seeing eye single. Used to call those Texas leaguers back in the day.
RBI single, the run scores.
And a mound visit.
Yeah, and the reason, and it's going to be a change. Billy Berry's going to make a change. That's going to be all for Sam Rochard, who goes 4 1/3 innings. We'll have a new pitcher for Tennessee Wesleyan when we come back. Hope International leads by 2, threatening for more. Well, Sam Rochard goes 4 1/3 innings. Leaves with his team trailing by 2 and also with a couple of runners on. Our new pitcher making his 3rd appearance and 2nd in as many nights is Carter Ganaway. The right-hander last night went an inning and a third through 21 pitches.
He's posted really good numbers in the World Series.
Started a couple of games, but mostly a relief pitcher for this team. He is tasked with trying to make sure that nobody else gets across the plate here. Amari Barti will step in. Runners at first and second with 1 out. 1 run in. First pitch for a strike by Ganaway. So Rochard gives up 8 runs. Seven of them earned. Swing and a miss quickly in the hole, 0-2, and he's responsible for the 2 runners out there. $11 hits already in this game for Hope International. Quick 1-2-3 strikeout, first of the game for Ganaway. Now we go to the top of the order, and David Rivera is coming to the plate. He's been on 3 times, scored 2 runs.
Great look. Oh, sorry, Dennis.
2 for 3. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, great location on that curveball. Outside, starts on the black, breaks away, and batter chases.
Missed down low, his first ball for Ganaway in 4 pitches. Top of the order has done some damage here for Hope International. Rivera, Moreno, Cruz have scored 5 runs. And Cruz has driven in 4 of those. 2-0, and Stewart, I'm not sure, there was a little bit of discussion with he and the home plate umpire, Corey Ray. to the outfield, drifting all the way back. Cruz Newman to the track and squeezes it right there for out number 3. Well, it didn't look like that ball was hit that far, but it's carrying here tonight. But the deepest part of the park hangs on to it. Hope International limited to 1 run. They still lead it by 2.
Interested in a new Ford but not sure where to start? No worries, at Joe Hall Ford we'll take it from there. From factory orders to getting the best pricing and incentives to ensuring your new ride fits your life, the team at Joe Hall Ford makes it easy. Call, text, or email today. We got you. Hey guys, what do you drive?
The all-wheel drive Maverick.
The 23 Bronco Badlands.
America's #1 selling truck. This F-150's in my garage.
Drive your class leader from Joe Hall Ford. We got you.
The future of St. Joe's, I think, is very bright. What I felt is the heart to care for our community and the love they have for each other. My name's Ed Freisinger. I'm the Chief Executive Officer at St. Joseph Regional Medical Center. We focus on not only how do we care for the physical needs, but we care for the spiritual needs of our dear neighbor, based on the foundation of a 120-year history in the community. I see what I get to do as an honor and a privilege every single day.
Welcome back. We head to the 6th inning. Billy Berry and his Bulldogs trailing it by 2. A.J. Howell has more on the head coach of Tennessee Wesleyan. A.J.?
Yeah, that's right, Dennis. It's fitting for the 6th inning because the Bulldogs are the 6th seed, and the 6th seed has never won it all here in the NAIA World Series. I asked Billy Berry if he thought about that, if he knew that, if he cared at all, and he said surprisingly he did hear that. He does think it's great trivia, but he had a story from back in 2019. He said he walked in to the banquet that year, and a man came up to him and said, "It's been 21 years since the 1 seed has won it." And wouldn't you believe it, Billy Berry and his guys were the 1 seed. They went on to win it all, and he said, hey, if we did it then, might be able to do it now. We've been there before. They have been the first in that sense, and they're looking to do that again. So I guess we'll see. Dennis?
Got luck on his side. History, A.J., and that's what this tournament is all about. A base hit to lead off the inning by Cruz Newman, second time he's been on board. And the tying run comes to the plate. Now we're going to have another mound visit. Trey Seeley, as we said, third start through 119 pitches on Monday.
Have a righty in the bullpen.
That's Drury's been up the last 3 innings. Would not think this is a stalling tactic to give his guy more time because Drury's probably thrown 40 pitches in the bullpen at least.
That young man needs to save his arm, Dennis.
Oh, they're going to make the change. They have decided to do it. So that's going to end it for Trey Seeley. He's going to go 5+ innings, and he's going to leave with the lead here in this game. His 3rd start of the tournament. Team out there to pat him on the back. We'll introduce you to the new pitcher here. We take a timeout. Back in the 6th. 1 on here in Championship Friday.
Every year, Oregon Tech enrolls our next generation of graduates in engineering, health sciences, technology, business, and more. At Oregon's only Polytechnic University, our programs are focused on creating leaders. With the highest median starting salary of any college or university in Oregon. Now's your time, with a bachelor's or master's from Oregon's Polytechnic University. Powering your possibilities through innovation at Oregon Tech.
Well, Trey Seeley did all he could do here. Thrown close to 300 pitches in this tournament. Got his 3rd start today. Leaves with his team with a lead. And all he can do is see and watch if it's enough. Justin Drury is in. Drury making his third appearance. He pitched Friday a week ago in relief through 35 pitches. Then Tuesday he got the start with 8 great innings. Through 112 pitches, struck out 3, walked 1, gave up just 1 earned run on 4 hits.
And he's a starter, so coming in middle relief, but he's got the stamina depending on how arm's feeling. If he's hot, he could actually be middle relief and come in and close out the game. But a lot of innings left, a lot of pitches left.
We'll see how he can do. Just a couple of days ago, throwing 112 pitches, had 2 days off since that 8-inning start. His task, don't allow Tennessee Wesleyan to tie this game up. Off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate, 0-1. So Newman at first is the responsibility of Seeley. And Daniel Stewart, the catcher, is up, doubled and struck out. That off-speed pitch is over for a strike. The good news is the sun gone, no more shadows. The lights have taken effect here for the last half of this game.
And the wind has died down. We went from a breeze to a trickle.
3 straight off-speed pitches, 1 and 2.
Drury on the season, opponent's batting average 214. This guy gets a lot of outs.
Also unbeaten. That win on a couple days ago, his 10th win of the season without a loss. Strike 3 called. Stewart has something to say as he walks back to the dugout, and he looks back a second time. Not really sure what he was complaining about. That looked like a solid pitch.
You got to swing. You've got 2 strikes on you. As a hitter, the ball is that close to the paint. You got to swing.
First strikeout of the game, 7th strikeout for Tennessee Wesleyan hitters. Dante Leach is up. Singled and struck out, scored a run. Missed outside.
Dennis, we talked about it earlier. I don't recall a stolen base attempt yet.
No, not even a bluff.
True.
Strike from Drury. Well, in a perfect world, if you're Larry Mahoney, you'd love him to be able to throw these last 3 or 4 innings, I should say. Down the line, just foul. But I don't know if you can ask him to do that throwing 112 pitches on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's the endurance factor.
Yeah, so, I mean.
Because it's not normal rest.
No. And I'm sure the discussion is had, how much can we get out of this guy? And a lot of it is feel, too. You can see if a guy's struggling early or if he's just going great. Popped up. Drury now calling for it. He'll make the play. Don't often see a pitcher do that. But he stepped in. Second out.
And the ball drifted back on him a little bit when I saw him backpedal. It's like, that could be danger zone. But ended up making the catch.
Well, Drury is listed on the roster as a pitcher and a catcher.
Well, that's an inversion of what it's like behind the plate.
So 2 outs now. The runner's still at first. Carson Ford struck out and grounded out to the pitcher. 0 for 2 in this game. Ford, the designated hitter, has played in all but one of the games here in the World Series. Fouled that one off.
It's an interesting combo, especially at the college level. Catcher and pitcher.
Yeah, I don't know how much catching he's actually done, but that's what he's listed on the roster. Missed for a strike there. Or missed for a ball, I should say. 2-1.
Well, there's only 3 pitchers on the roster, and 2 of those catchers are two-way guys.
Slow roller to the second baseman. Going to go to first the easy way, and the ground out. So Ford's ground out ends the inning. Tennessee Wesleyan gets the leadoff runner on, but strand him at first. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hope International up 2. That's what everybody's been playing for since February, the NAIA National Championship. To do that, you got to come to Lewiston and win games. And both of these teams have won 4 games. Heading into this night, you need a 5th win. Somebody's going to take that trophy home. Bottom of the 6th inning. Welcome back to Lewiston. Dennis Patchen, Mike Peterson, A.J. Howell, our entire SWX crew. And I want to give our crew a shout out. These guys have been working some long hours here, manning the cameras, directing, producing. Ground ball to the first baseman. Easy play that time for Carter Ganaway. Nice delivery from Ryan Maciel, the first baseman. And it will be, McGill, the first baseman on that feed. J.J. Cruz steps to the plate. 4 RBI, a double, a home run, a run scored. Our crew has been here first 3 days with 4 games from 8 in the morning until midnight. Delivering you these pictures, we appreciate them, and we certainly hope you do as well if you've been watching.
Camera work, production work, great effort all the way around.
Those of us who have had the pleasure of being able to broadcast the games from here in the announce booth, Cruz hits that one into the air. He got up too much underneath that. Newman, the center fielder, is underneath it for out number 2. The ball, once the temperature drops a little bit, doesn't carry quite as well here, but he got underneath that one. Second time he has flied out in the outfield. As I said, those of us doing the broadcasting, we just try to stay out of their way of the pictures.
They make our job easy.
Way easy. We just show up and talk and go home. We got to carry cameras upstairs, and
with the winds we have, not get knocked off the scaffolding that you're standing
the scaffolding,
on.
Put that camera in center field.
Dodge the occasional foul ball.
One to Alex Arnone, who hit a home run in this game in that first inning. That 4-run first for Hope International. He's lined out, hit it hard to the shortstop, and then grounded out to the second baseman. 1 for 3. And done a stellar job behind the plate, keeping the ball in front of him here tonight. Ooh, Stewart took that one. I don't know where that hit him. That got him still in the chest protector part of that, though.
Body language says that smarted a little bit.
Yeah. Popped up, foul territory. Leach will squeeze it for out number 3. He had to do the two-step with our umpire at third base, but he had plenty of time to get it underneath it. Arnone pops out for out number 3. We head to the 7th. 3 innings left.
My name is Todd Moores. I'm a process control engineer at Clearwater Paper. We've been working directly with Avista for the last 10 years. With Avista's help, we've probably changed out more than 20,000 light fixtures. After that, we started upgrading DC motors to AC motors. We've changed our refining process. The options are endless. The Avista rebates have been a huge part of the projects. A lot of times they will be the go-ahead for the project, knowing that there is a rebate attached. Working with Avista really pays off.
Some of the great crowd here for the final game of the NAIA Vista World Series here in Lewiston. Enjoying what was a slugfest early on, but we really settled into a pitcher's duel between Hope International and Tennessee Wesleyan. Now, Mike Peterson, we're in the 7th inning. This is where this game is going to be won or lost.
Yeah, and I looked at it and see 9 innings. First 3 innings, offense. It flows. Then it ebbs, and now it settles in. It's been most of the pitchers in the next 3 innings. I expect lead changes and fireworks to before we crown this national champion.
Yeah, I think this tournament is going to go out with a bang, not necessarily a whimper. The pitchers may have something to do with that, but let's see what happens here. Braxton Turner will lead it off. We'll go back to the top of the order here for Tennessee Wesleyan. Turner, 1 for 3. Got on a base hit. He led off this game with a single and then scored a run. Ball is popped up. Is it playable? It is not. It'll get out of play. For the strike. Quickly in the hole here, 0-2. Drury's looked good since he's come in. Just missed on the outside part of the plate, 1-2. Off-speed pitch. Great piece of hitting. Turner, he waited for that and hammered it into left field of the leadoff single.
There is some movement in the bullpen for Tennessee Wesleyan, and same for Hope, and it's that point of the game. If a pitcher starts struggling, it's typically a quick hook and next man up.
5th time in 7 innings they've had the leadoff runner on. Jack Stevens is up, tying run at the plate. Stevens has already hit one out, a 3-run shot in the 2nd. Looks at a strike. Outside. Couldn't get him to chase that one. We've seen this multitudes of times. Most of the people that are here watching the game don't have a rooting interest in either team. They're people from around here that just want to come to the World Series and support it, as it is fouled off by Stevens. But Mike, we get to this inning, we get to the late innings in a tight game, it becomes more nervous tension than really cheering. And certainly the fans of both teams that are playing that have made the trip are part of that factor.
It's drama. The drama and the tension builds.
That ball's hit in the gap. That's going to get down. Cut it off is Sims all the way to third base. And first and third now, as Braxton Turner motored in, and all of a sudden Tennessee Wesleyan's got something cooking here with nobody out in the seventh.
That is about as long of a single as you can see, almost to the warning track, holds to a single.
Marco Martinez comes up, singled, popped up to the shortstop, and then walked. Well, it's a 2-run lead here.
I can't catch the number in the Hope bullpen.
I think it's Odorica, the submariner, Stephen Odorica.
Yep, number 50.
Transfer from Cal Poly Pomona.
Yep, looking at the release point, that's got to be Odorica.
Yeah.
That is Odorica.
I think they're giving him a little time here. And now they'll make the change. They'll make the call. So that's going to do it for Justin Drury. He leads with a couple of runners on. Tennessee Wesleyan with nobody out will bring the go-ahead run to the plate here. We'll introduce you to the third pitcher for Hope International when we come back in the seventh. There you see the Hope International Brain Trust made that call. Again, you can't, well, you got to go, you probably have to go, Mike, a batter early as opposed to a batter late. There you see it. Fourth appearance in the World Series for Stephen Odorica, the submariner. Off-speed pitch for a strike.
Odorica had a great outing in that semifinal game.
He threw on Tuesday an inning, but he only used 6 pitches. Then Wednesday, he threw 3 innings of that game, but just 27 pitches, very economical. 1-1 to Marco Martinez here. Martinez, as we told you, on a walk, on a single, 1 for 2.
Well, Odorica in 5 1/3 innings thrown in the World Series, no earned runs, 0.00 ERA. That's productive.
Yeah. He may have been the best arm out of their bullpen in this World Series. They're going to give up a run if the ball is hit. They would like to turn the double play in the infield. Martinez trying to lift this ball, and he fouls it off. A little bit of a late swing, 1-2.
Well, Odorica 3 saves on the season, and he has the lowest ERA on the staff at 2.54.
Playing this right-handed hitter a little bit to right field the other way here. Fouls that one off, stays alive at 1-2. That submariner to a right-handed hitter looks like he's releasing it behind you.
If you don't see it, it's all recognition as a batter. If you don't see the submarine a lot, it might take you 10 looks to even have an idea how to take an approach. And with the submarine, your right-handed batter, if it's a fastball, the ball comes towards the inside of the plate and then tails towards your hands. If it's a curveball, it starts on the outside of the plate and curves away from you.
Missed inside, 2-2. Well, I think Martinez wasn't moving. He was hoping that was going to hit him. Now the cheers start here. Hope International fans want the strikeout. Tennessee Wesleyans want the hit. Struck him out! And that's a big first out. Now you can get out of the inning with a double play ball and no damage done. Evan McGill comes to the plate. Infield single, struck out, hit into a double play. Left-handed hitter. Missed that fastball.
Dennis, on that strike 3 to Martinez, and you're talking the number 3 hitter, because the angle of the ball across the plate, Martinez actually swung at a ball. If he let that go, that would have been a ball. But the way it cuts across the plate because of that 3 o'clock delivery, if you don't see it a lot, you're going to chase.
Turner's at third, Stevens at first. Missed high. Ball 1-1. Now it's a different look here. You get the right-handed submariner as the left-handed hitter. It's got to be easier to pick up than if you're a right-handed hitter.
As a left-handed hitter, I didn't have my challenge hitting off the submarine because you do get a much better vision from the left side. The pitch I hated is that fastball that is on the outside of the plate and then tails away. Very difficult to hit if you're a left-handed hitter.
Back to first base. Trying to keep Jack Stevens close here. One, two. Missed outside, 2-2. If you're wondering, Stevens has 2 stolen bases, been caught 3 times. But again, Tennessee Wesleyan just does not run. Only 36 stolen bases on the season. Missed inside, runs it full, 3-2. And they have 1 stolen base in the tournament, and that was Carter Webster. Struck him out for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts. And 1 out away from getting out of this inning.
There's that low and away to a lefty at the knees that tails away from you.
Odorica with a nasty pitch there.
And right where the catcher set up. That's the nasty spot to left-handed hitters.
Cale Webster steps in. Looks at a ball off the plate. Webster has struck out his last 2 times up and drove in a run in that first inning with a sacrifice fly. There goes the bat into the netting. Actually foul tipped. Going to hand him the bat. This is every time you'll never not see it. Oh, now he's going to get a different bat.
A different bat or pine tar.
Yeah. Well, he'll get a new bat, probably loaded up with more sticky stuff on the handle. He does not have the gloves there. We talked about that. One and one now. Remember, Tennessee Wesleyan got runners at first and third with nobody out. Odorica's come in and struck a pair out. And he's one pitch away from striking out the side.
In relief, he has had quite the World Series.
1-2. Hit down the left field line. Is it going to stay fair? No, it is foul. Foul by about 8 feet, maybe not quite that much.
If that stayed fair, you're scoring from first base.
Well, certainly with 2 outs, yeah.
Yep, because you're going right on the crack of the bat. Plus, it's tailing away from the outfielder.
Odorica taking a big breath there after that pitch.
Center field playing over to the left center gap.
1-2 coming here. Challenged him with a high fastball and he fouls it off. Webster in the World Series with 7 RBI, got his 8th in the first inning. He'd love to get one more here. Fouled off again, will do it again as he's battling right now.
I see why the center fielder is shifting towards the left. This is more of an inside-out approach. So the odds are, even though you're a left-handed hitter, the likelihood is more it's going to go left center gap than right center gap.
Struck him out and struck out the side. Are we going to look back on this inning in a couple more innings and say that was the difference? How about Steven Odorica? Wow. 3 straight strikeouts coming in with 2 on. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Well, why not, huh? It's championship night. Let's do the 7th inning stretch. We've seen a heck of a game. Certainly not a pitcher's duel in those first few innings, but certainly has been after that. And how about Steven Odorica with back-to-back-to-back strikeouts to keep that runner at third. And now Carter Ganaway is charged with not allowing Hope International any more runs here in the bottom of the 7th. And Dean Toigo comes to the plate. Toigo 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored, struck out, grounded out. This down low, starts him off with a ball.
7th inning stretch. Here's the lyrics. Instead of take me out to the ball game, take me out to the championship game.
Okay.
We're crowning a champ tonight.
We got a dog pile for you coming up. Toigo hits it to the second baseman. Webster can't get to it. And Toigo on with a base hit, and that snaps the streak of 5 straight for Ganaway, retiring since he came into this game. Derek Sims will come to the plate. It's grounded out 3 times. Once to the second baseman, once to the shortstop, once to the third baseman.
When your pitcher strikes out the side, it gives, as a hitter, it gives you a little adrenaline rush.
See if they can take advantage of it here in the bottom of the 7th. This is inside. Toigo, the second leading steal man on this team. 20 tries, 18 successful.
That's a good rate, 90%.
Throw it over to first. Try to keep him close.
And interesting, one of your top steal guys is hitting in the 5 spot. Normally you think kind of that big burly power guy.
Challenged him with a high fastball. Might even been out of the zone for a strike. Toigo slender, 6'3". I mean, if you lined up this team and you said pick out the top 2 base stealers, you probably wouldn't pick him out. But he has been very successful. Just outside and down low. 2 balls, 1 strike here. McGill holding him on at first. The rest of the infield at double play depth. Off speed pitch, got him to chase one just off the plate, 2-2.
I think it's going to be a very rare, unique situation if you see Hope trying to steal bases. I just don't think the situation calls for it. And Hope has had really good production all the way through their batting order.
This tie runs it full, 3-2 now.
Now, this is a situation where if you've got a really good contact hitter, 3-2, you run. If it's a walk, it's a walk. The only danger there is if you got like a line out or something like that. I'm not sure they're going to do it, but this would be a situation you perhaps would steal.
Runner goes, and it's ball 4, so he'll advance on the ball. But they did run him there.
Situational. Like I said, it's going to take a unique situation like that, I believe, for either team to try to steal bases tonight.
First and second now with 1 out, or nobody out, I should say, and there is activity down in the Tennessee Wesleyan bullpen, and now I think we're going to have a pinch hitter, pinch runner. Larry Mahoney is out to make the call. Now he's going to call everybody in. So this is a timeout here. In essence, Mahoney's calling a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody is on the same page with nobody out and runners at first and second.
Barenti, number 25 for the Bulldogs, he's the one who's been warming up in the bullpen.
He's a left-hander. And he pitched last night through 6 pitches, third of an inning. He also pitched on Tuesday, 25 pitches in an inning and 2/3. And the reason we're telling you these numbers and how many guys pitch and what pitches they throw, it's important because it kind of gives you an idea of who's at full rest, who's at partial rest, and who's like just trying to get by on guts. Mylan Jones is up, and you would think he's sacrificing here. Normally the courtesy runner pulls it back. That's a ball.
A lot of situational baseball in these later innings.
Wheels are turning. Does not have a sacrifice hit, and he only has, this is his 8th at bat. Down low, 2-0. Well, McGill, the first baseman, is so far down the line that Jones could actually reach out and shake his hand.
And shortstop is darn near right over the top of the bag, keeping the runner close at second base.
Lays it down, perfect bunt. Going to take a good play to get him at first, and they throw it away. That's going to allow 1 run to score. And Jones will get credit for a sacrifice as the ball gets by the catcher, but no room to advance. So the sacrifice bunt is successful, and Dean Toigo scores on the air by the pitcher.
And with the errant throw from the outfield, the batter, Maciel, ends up on second base as well.
No, nice. That was actually Jones, the pinch hitter.
Oh, that's, yep, check that.
So the air allows all 3 runners to move up an extra 90 feet, including the run scored. And still nobody out. And Ryan Lamastra is up. He hits that one into the gap. Is that going to get down? It is! It's all the way to the wall. 2 runs are going to score as Lamastra chugs in with a stand-up double. And Hope International is knocking on the door of breaking this game open. They're up 5. Second and third RBI for Lamastra. He is third hit of this game. And Tennessee Wesleyan is on the ropes. And Billy Berry is out, and he's out to make a change. So Carter Ganaway came in and retired the first 4 batters he faces. He doesn't get another one. We'll introduce you to the new pitcher when we come back. They're jumping around in that Hope International dugout. Why not? Up 5 here in the 7th.
Recent congressional testimony of 3 elite university presidents who could not condemn the genocide of the Jewish people only exacerbates the view that higher education is not doing what it's supposed to do for this country. Based on the Catholic intellectual tradition, at St. Thomas University, we don't tell you what to think, we teach you how to think. So if you want to learn how to think for yourself, think critically, and be educated to become an ethical leader for the global community, STU is for you.
Well, tough day for Carter Ganaway here in this 7th inning. Base hit, a walk, a sacrifice, and then he threw it away to allow the run scored. And then a 2-run double by Ryan Lamastra, and that's where we are. 3 more runs here. 11-6. Here is our new pitcher, Justin Berenti. 3rd appearance in the World Series. Hasn't given up any runs. And he is here to make sure that nothing else happens on this season. We talked about it. He had 1 bad outing this year. We didn't get an out. He gave up 3 runs, and that kind of blew up his ERA for the rest of the season.
Yeah, especially when you've only thrown 21 innings. You're depleting the pitching staff. You get this part of the tourney. It's a lot of games.
So nobody out, runner at second here. That's Lamastra. Bartia's up. He's been on twice, once with a fielder's choice. Also singled and scored a run, struck out as well. In fact, he was the first out that Ganaway got in that 5th inning. Strike 2. Quickly 2-0 or 0-2 here. Well, if you look ahead, Tennessee Wesleyan now down to their last 6 outs when they're at the plate. They got to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. Popped up out of play. We'll do it again, 0-2. You look at the scoreboard. Big innings in this game for Hope International. 4 in the first, 3 in the fourth, 3 more in the 7th.
And all 6 runs for Tennessee Wesleyan, first 3 innings. Bunch of goose eggs since.
Not scored since the 3rd. Struck him out. Second time Barti has gone down. First out of the game and first strikeout for Berenti, and we'll go back to the top of the order, and David Rivera is up. Rivera singled and scored, singled in the 2nd, got on an air and scored, and then hit one to the track in the 5th. Stewart down low, blocks that, keeps the runner at 2nd. When you get this late in the tournament, if you're a head coach, you're just worried about who can I turn to get outs? Who has anything left in their arm? You don't have to save anybody for tomorrow because there is no tomorrow. That ball is hit in the air and deep to left center field. Rivera gives that a ride, and it is gone! David Rivera, his third hit of the game, a 2-run home run, and it's 13-6. Third home run of the game for Hope International, who had hit 2 home runs in their first 5 games. Third run scored by Rivera.
Is Hope the master of the big runs in the late innings, Dennis?
Remember, 2 nights ago, to stay alive in this tournament, they scored 4 times in the 8th and 6 more in the 9th when they were down by 5 runs.
Yeah, we talked about the ebb and the flow. Offense in the first 3 innings, pitchers settled down a bit in the next 3 innings, and Hope is blowing it away offensively in the last 3 innings.
6 batters have come to the plate in this inning. 5 have scored just 1 out with Alex Moreno at the plate. It's that one down the line, and that'll be foul out by the gigantic Pepsi bottle down the right field line.
And Tennessee Wesleyan, they really have their backs up against the wall. They've got 6 outs worth of game left. And Ordorica has yet to give up a single run in this World Series.
Strike called, and Moreno knew it. Second strikeout of the inning. And now J.J. Cruz comes up. Cruz with a home run and a double. Driven in 4 runs in this game, flat out twice to center field. Are we looking at the tournament MVP? Here's the big question mark. He came into this game hitting .619 in the World Series, so going 2 for 4 is actually dropped his average. Ground ball to the second baseman. Webster can't come up with it. And Rivera will be on one more time, and that will be an error. Or Cruz, I should say, excuse me, will be on once again, and the 9th batter will come to the plate.
And that third hop is an infielder. And on those slow rollers, by the time you get to that third hop, the ball can start doing funny things because it gets some top spin and it can be a bit unpredictable.
It's been a night of mistakes here for Tennessee Wesleyan with their 4th error. They came into this game having committed 13 errors. That was the most of any team in the tournament. And 4 more tonight.
Including 2 in this inning.
Arnone homered the first. 1 for 4. Popped it up high under the infield. Webster camping into it. Now will float back and will squeeze it for out number 3. But the damage has been done. A 5-run 7th inning. And the Hope International fans are standing and applauding their team. We head to the 8th. Tennessee Wesleyan's got a lot of work to do.
There is only one official credit union of the LCSC Warriors. Get your LC debit card and show your Warrior pride. P1FCU is proud to be a part of the Warrior Way. It's your community, and we are your credit union.
There he is, 2-run homer for David Rivera, capping off that 5-run inning. He and J.J. Cruz have been mighty good in the middle of that infield for this Hope International team. There you see Cruz right there with Rivera, and they're 6 outs away from winning a national championship. Well, we saw Hope International score 10 runs in a 2-inning stretch to come back from certain elimination in the win over Georgia Gwinnett. Can Tennessee Wesleyan do it? Roderica starts him off with a ball. Cruz Newman here, the guy who had the key game-winning hit last night to get him into this game. And he'll go the other way with a base hit. And if you're going to score 7 to tie it, you got to get people on, and Newman is on for this 3rd time tonight.
2 singles and that bomb of a home run.
Daniel Stewart doubled and scored, struck out twice. The catcher is up.
If you're in that tennis facility where you hit that ball and you're in the middle of a serve and that thud hits the roof, I don't think you're going to get that in.
I think all the tennis players are like all the students. They've gone home for this summer. Yeah. And you probably know if there's lights on at the field, you could hear a thudder every now and then.
Yeah, I think you would whiff on your serve, no matter how big the racket is.
Throw over to first. That was close.
That was. Quick move.
Newman just getting back on top. And that's a great throw, too. Right where it needed to be. 1-1 on the way. Fouled into the netting.
He's really painting the plate. Curveball, working the outside, breaks away.
Well, no 2 pitch is the same. He's not putting it in the same place. It's all over the strike zone.
And that's intentional. He's really on it.
Back to first this time. Back standing up is Newman. Well, certainly if you're Newman, you got to take a lead where you can fall down and hit the base because you're down 7.
Dennis
struck him out. 4th strikeout of the game. All 4 outs he's gotten have been by the K.
Dennis, to your point, in a situation like that, you're not stealing. You're down 7 runs. So what you do is you take a mini lead because you've got your main lead and you have your secondary. We'll take a shorter lead and a longer secondary. You still end up in the same place and you don't give the risk of getting picked off. Don't do your normal lead here.
Well, yeah, you can't.
Because on the secondary, you still end up in the same spot at the end of the pitch.
Yeah, you can't make any outs on the base pass when you're down 7. We got a pinch hitter. Cody McGill is in. Hit to the second baseman. Fumbles it, can't hang on to the play, safe!
And did he get his hand stepped on?
He might have, I don't know.
As he was reaching to try to, I think.
That was Rivera. He might have got spiked.
Oh, that's a bang because the ball was loose. Sometimes you grab it with your bare hand and you're trying to put your hand on the base for the force. You don't have to necessarily have a force with your foot. And he seems to be in a lot of pain. Sure hope he's okay.
Yeah, another look at it here. Trying to get the ball out of his glove, he couldn't do it.
Yep, he got stepped on. Watch the glove hand. He got it in the glove. And he's, oh, I see what he did. Had the ball in his right hand, glove without the ball on the base with the left hand. just as a foot's coming down.
Well, when he was called safe, wouldn't that mean he was out?
No, the ball has to touch the bag. The ball has to be in your glove to touch the bag. You can't have the ball in your throwing hand touch the base.
Why not?
With the glove.
What's the difference between touching with your foot for a force out?
My understanding of the rule, on a force, if you have to have, foot on the base, ball in the hand or in the glove.
Okay.
If your feet aren't on the base, then ball must be in the hand or ball must be on the glove to touch the base. And in that case, ball was in the hand and the glove did not have the ball. And he's on the ground. It's odd.
I'm not sure that. I think if that's the rule, that's a stupid rule, okay? We need to change that right now in baseball. I just think yeah. Anyway, nonetheless, 2 runners on here, nobody, or I should say 1 out. And that will go as an error on the second baseman, Cruz.
Correct.
He better buy, when they get home, he better buy Rivera, his shortstop, a steak dinner for getting him spiked. Ball hit into the left field. Coming in on it is Toigo, who makes the play. Not deep enough to move anybody up, but I'm not even sure that they would have done that. Down 3, now down to their last out here in the inning, and Carson Ford will come to the plate, or will there be a pinch hitter? There will be a pinch hitter. Excuse me, that was Carson Ford who flied out. So now we'll go back to the top of the order, and Braxton Turner will step to the plate. Fifth time through the lineup now. This is the first time that Turner is getting a look at Ordorica. Hit him to load the bases.
Could hear that up here in the press box.
Yeah.
That slap sound.
Well, this is a dangerous hitter, and Jack Stevens, who comes to the plate, who's already hit a 3-run homer in this game. Another long ball would make this a little more interesting. 13 runs, 15 hits, 2 errors for Hope International, 6 runs, 11 hits, 4 errors for Tennessee Wesleyan. Ordorica pumps in a fastball there. He got a piece of that into the catcher's glove, strike 1.
4 players for Tennessee Wesleyan with double-digit home runs. Stevens is one of them.
Well, it's quickly in the hole here, 0-2. Didn't like that off-speed pitch, left it alone for his called strike. Been on 3 times today. Slow roller to the second baseman. Cruz throws him out. Tennessee Wesleyan leaves the bases loaded here in the 8th inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the 8th. Hope International with a 7-run lead. The Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan are running out of time. Welcome back. Well, final at-bat for Hope International. They're certainly hoping it is with a 7-run lead. Tennessee Wesleyan will come to the 9th inning down at least 7.
Hope has been amazing at scoring late runs. And even though they got this big lead, they probably are not going to back off at all.
I don't think you want to here. The way we've seen runs scored in this tournament, and especially if you've got questions about your pitching, and if any sane coach would have questions about his pitchers at this point in the tournament. 1-1. Toigo, who opened the 7th inning with a base hit and scored a run, bats in the 8th as they batted around. But Pye missed. Berenti back out. 2-1. That fastball by him down low. 2-2. Toigo has been on twice with a couple of singles, scored a couple of runs. It's down low, 3-2 now. Hope International has never won an NAIA World Series. And in fact, when they won their first game on Saturday, that was their, in this tournament, that was their first ever win in the postseason. And Toigo's on for the 3rd time, his 3rd straight single.
And amazingly, his 3rd straight leadoff single. Just found the slot.
Webster's just missed on it. He just can't quite get to that ball. Cale Webster at second. So runner at first now, nobody out. Derek Sims is up. Walk and grounded out 3 times.
Here's some interesting stats that I think the viewers would be interested in. So Hope International coming in, highest batting average of the 10 teams in this tournament at .356. Pitching number 2 in ERA at 3.40. Tennessee Wesleyan first in pitching with an ERA of 3.06. And look at those 13 runs on the board. And Hope has averaged 10 runs per game, most of any team in this tournament.
Yeah, but those 4 errors have contributed to those 13 runs. Not all of those are going to be earned here tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And
Sims missed on that one.
Like last inning, for example, with the 2 errors, essentially you got to get 5 outs.
And this Hope International team is too good to try and get 5 outs against. Threw that one to the backstop. And Toigo moves up. 2-2 now.
We've seen runners on third see it go over the head of the catcher because it's a shorter backstop. They start sprinting down the line, comes right back to the catcher, and they're in no man's land.
Yeah, you have to be so careful here.
It's got to kick right or left if you're at third base and try to come home on that.
The good news is for Hope International, Toigo is at first going the other direction. That ball is hit down the line. Does it have enough to get out of here? It does not. Off the wall. Toigo had to make sure it wasn't caught. He'll score another run on the board. And Derek Sims has his first RBI of the game. And it's 14-6. Now some stirring in the bullpen.
Mistakes, Dennis. That wild pitch got Toigo down to second base, so he's able to score. If Toigo's on first base, we have a second and third situation. There's another gift run.
Runner back at second base for the double. If you're wondering what's the record scored in a championship game, Lewis Clark State in 1984 scored 15 runs. They won it 15-2. The bunt laid down. Barenti throws him out at first for the first out, but it moves the runner up to third. LC State also scored 14 runs in 1992 in the championship win. And San Diego State scored 23 runs in 1958. Also, Lewis University scored 16 runs in 1976. So right now, the 14 runs are the fourth most ever scored in a championship game. And there's a runner at third and one out.
And yes, that's San Diego State University that is now in the Mountain West Conference. Way back when.
Well, you look at some of the teams that were in there. Georgia Southern, East Carolina, Sam Houston State, Sac State, Portland State, Grambling, Nebraska, Omaha, all those schools, Division I programs.
Yes.
Eastern Michigan. You don't have to go too far back. Oklahoma City that won a championship in 2005, a Division I program.
Oklahoma City.
Oh, excuse me. I should have said Grand Canyon University. I apologize on that. Oklahoma City is still I think they're a D2 school now.
Grand Canyon's been a powerhouse in baseball.
And they're now, as of next year, will be in the West Coast Conference.
Along with Seattle U.
Correct.
And in basketball, WSU and Oregon State out of the Pac-2.
Well, and you also look at last year's winner, Westmont, moved up to the NCAA Division II after winning a championship. They're not here. The representative from that league is Hope International. So they will have back-to-back champions from the conference. 2-2 pitch here. Down low for a ball, 3-2.
And that bunt with an eight-run lead, you're in the championship game. You're not rubbing it in. You are taking no chances whatsoever. You're playing situational baseball.
Ball 4. Oh no, was it a strike? It was. He called the strike. Lamastra had thought it was a ball. He just bends to his waist.
The ball's right at the knee. And with 2 strikes, you've got to swing. You can't put that in the hands of the umpire.
So the second out of the inning, Amari Barti back up. And this is the first batter that Barenti has faced in this game, so he's one time through the order. Third strikeout of the game for Barenti. 1-1. Missed high. Barenti has struck out his last 2 times up, including the first time that he faced Barenti. Down the line, long way to run for Turner. Also the shortstop Martinez. How about that play? Martinez, the shortstop, went a long way to get that ball, never gave up on it, and retires Barti for out number 3. We head to the 9th. Tennessee Wesleyan needs a bunch.
When I grow up, I want to be a soccer player.
I want to be a scientist.
I want to be an artist.
At Spring Arbor University, we help you grow your childhood dreams into a reality. Surrounded by faculty, staff, and other students who will genuinely care for and about you, you can become more than you ever imagined. Let your light shine at Spring Arbor University.
We are 3 outs away unless a miracle happens for Tennessee Wesleyan. They find themselves down 8 runs here with 3 outs to go. And how good has Hope International been in their last 2 games? 16 hits in that win over Georgia Gwinnett, where they scored 10 runs in the last 2 innings, and 17 hits here tonight. And did it against 2 quality teams. Tennessee Wesleyan here tonight, and Georgia Gwinnett 2 nights ago.
I'm sorry, Dan. I was going to say, I thought you were done. 33 runs.
Come on, go get him.
Check that. 29 runs, 33 hits in the semi and the championship.
This down low.
I mean, those are just monster numbers.
Yeah, and the other thing you got to remember is it came in 8 innings. They're not going to get an at bat here in the 9th.
True.
Odorica is back out for yet another inning. He would, if he can finish this inning, he would get a 3-inning save regardless of the score. Strike 3 called. 5th strikeout for Odorica. That's a slow walk back to the dugout for Marco Martinez.
Hey, it's even more insane, Dennis, because I was looking through the 8th inning against Georgia Gwinnett. 15 runs on 20 hits. So 37 hits in 2 games.
And 29 runs. Wow.
In a semifinal and a championship.
Remarkable.
I mean, that's a statement.
And remember, they were beaten on opening day and had to come back through the consolation bracket, or whatever you want to call it, and win 5 straight. They won 4, a 5th, and they're 2 outs away, would give them the title.
And furthermore, you want to make a statement, 16 of those 29 runs came in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, the last frames. I mean, that phrase, and I love this, be at your best when your best is needed. Hope has been all of that and then some.
3-1. Fouled off. Runs it to 3-2. Evan McGill just trying to get on base. The senior from Canada, hoping this is not his last at bat. Ball 4, he walks. So the first base runner of many needed here, as Cale Webster will come to the plate. And there is nobody warming up in the Hope International bullpen. The Royals from Cal State Fullerton, and now there's a baseball out on the field. Where are those baseballs coming from the last 2 games? Are they coming from the stands?
Yeah, you get kids playing catch, and they end up throwing it over the fence. Now, another thing, keep in perspective tonight. In the third inning, Tennessee Wesleyan was up 6-4. 10 unanswered runs to finish the game for Hope. Just like against Georgia Gwinnett, 10 unanswered runs in that 15-11 win.
0-1 pitch here. Webster fouls it off.
Any angle you look at it, Hope has just risen to the occasion. And keep in mind, this will be their first. They close this out.
Cale Webster hit a sac fly for an RBI single in that first inning, and he struck out 3 times here. Popped up, out of play, 1-2, or 0-2, we'll do it again. Well, you got to think the guys in the Hope International dugout are inching a little bit closer to try and running out on the field to celebrate this, but they still have 2 outs to get. Fouled off. Webster stays alive. Gets another another pitch to look at. This down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Against Georgia Gwinnett, they finished the game with a double play. Will that happen tonight?
It could. To second for 1. They're not going to get the second runner. Cruz kind of bobbled it on the exchange as he tried to get it out of his glove. They get the lead runner, and we're now down to the last out.
Almost had the Yogi Berra deja vu all over again, Dennis.
Cruz Newman is up. Newman was the last batter last night. When Tennessee Wesleyan won that game, he got the base hit, the RBI single that scored the game-winning run in the 11th inning. Will he be the last batter tonight? He needs to get on or the season is over, and Odorica starts him off with a strike. Oh, and 2.
If Odorica gets the out here, 4 appearances, no runs, no earned runs, and get ready for a dog pile.
Hope International fans standing. Back to the pitcher. Odorica flips to first, and Hope International is your 2024 NAIA National Champion. For the first time since 2006, a team loses its first game and comes all the way back to win a national championship. Congratulations to Larry Mahoney, his coaching staff, and Hope International, who win the 2024 national title. Tennessee Wesleyan, the thrill of victory last night with a walk-off win, and tonight, oh, so close. Big hug from Billy Berry, the head coach, to Larry Mahoney, who wins the NAIA World Series, and Hope International not only wins their first game at the NAIA World Series, but they win the championship. Congratulations to that team and that program.
Boy, they got hot, ran the table 5 straight.
You think about that, the pressure, knowing every time you go to the yard, if you lose, you're out. And that happened to them 5 times.
They played every game with desperation. urgency, but not panic. And there's a fine line between desperation and urgency. Do you step up or do you panic? This is a big step up. 5 straight games.
And every smile or tear being shed on one side is a frown or another tear being shed on the other side. And you look at the elation and the joy on the faces of that team, and you look at the faces of the team that came oh so close. AJ Howell is standing by with one happy head coach. AJ?
That's right. His trophy is going by as we speak. Coach, you just made history with your team. How does it feel?
Unbelievable. Surreal. I'm so happy for these guys. You have no idea.
I want you to take a look out there. They're still celebrating, enjoying it with the fans, you guys faithful supporters. What does that team mean to you?
Everything. That team means everything to me. They worked so hard. We had the plan in the beginning of the year. We talked about it. That was our goal, and it's just great to see it happen.
Now, you guys had a little bit of a lead in this one. It was looking pretty comfortable. I'm sure you didn't believe it till it was done, but was there a moment where you realized this would be the outcome?
The last out. I mean, that team over there is fantastic. Tennessee Wesleyan coach over there does a great job. And we gave up 12 runs to them early in the year in 1 inning with no outs, so I was prepared the entire time for them to make a comeback.
I think I know the answer to this. Where does this rank career-wise today?
Best ever. Absolutely best ever. I mean, I love – this is for all the Hope Royals out there. I love all of you guys. And these guys did it. Outstanding. I love this team.
Congratulations, Coach. Go celebrate with your team.
I appreciate it. Oh, can I say about me? Amy, Brennan, Beckham, Pork and Beans, I love you guys.
I appreciate the shout out there.
Hey, AJ, he made sure he did that so he doesn't get in trouble when he gets home.
That's right. That was smart.
That's a crafty move by a coach right there. He completely forgot about it until he was done and was like, oh, no, I better say something. All right. A guy who just no one could get out in this tournament, standing by with AJ.
That's right. JJ, we know you're a good player. We've seen it for a while. This year, this series, you were unbelievable. What made the difference?
Man, just having faith in my abilities. You know, I've always known that I've been a talented player, and, you know, just coming out here, I didn't want to change anything. You know, I just wanted to go out there, work hard, do what I know what I've been doing for, you know, since I was a little kid. And obviously just, you know, God was on our side. He was on my side, you know, this whole series. And, you know, I'm just very blessed and very thankful for this opportunity just to be here.
What does it mean that your name is in the history books along with your teammates that you've worked so hard with all season?
You know, it feels great. You know, it's, you know, something that we've been looking forward to since, you know, the beginning of the year. And we've been playing really good baseball this whole entire year. And you know, it just feels really good just to win this entire thing.
Well, congrats on the win. Go celebrate with your teammates. Guys.
Thank you, AJ. That would be a huge upset if he is not our most valuable player of this tournament, most outstanding player. You couldn't get him out.
Dominating. Just a dominating performance over those 6 games.
David Rivera is a guy who scored 3 times tonight, also hit a monster home run, and he is standing by with AJ.
Yeah, we have David right here. You're clearly emotional. This is such a huge moment for this, guys. How does history feel?
It feels amazing. I've been here 3 years. We've been working so hard, so just to finally see it come true, I feel like I'm dreaming, but I know I'm not. So it's just amazing, you know, being able to be with my brothers every single day and finally get what we deserve, you know.
You had quite a lead there in the game, but did you think this would be the outcome? Were you pretty confident coming into it, and when did you realize that it was for real?
Honestly, I know these guys, they hit really well, so we were kind of just telling each other, you know, don't give up the gas, you know. We've lost to them. They came back up by 12 runs in a tournament recently, so we just kept on going. We wanted to bury them, so honestly, that looks like what we did. So.
Well, congrats on the win. Go get in on the presentation over there, guys.
Thanks, AJ. You saw that left hand wrapped up, taped up. That's the hand that got stepped on and on the base. So pretty amazing performance as the Hope International guys now have their T-shirts that are given to the champions. They'll get their banner as well, and we'll hand out our all-tournament awards as well. But There's not enough. The night is not long enough for all the hugs that will be given to all of those players.
And it will be a short night's sleep because of the adrenaline. I mean, if you're Hope International player, fans, coaching staff, going to be pretty amped up.
So the most outstanding defensive player is it's Evan McGill of Tennessee Wesleyan.
A converted catcher to first base, and that guy
I'm not.
scoop
Yeah,
it.
I'm not sure if that was the award that they were given. They just gave Rivera a Gold Glove, so he may be the defensive player. We apologize. We can't hear the public address announcer, so we don't know what is going on. And the only way we can do it is if we stop talking. Well, we do know what that is.
That's MVP.
Yeah. J.J. Cruz. So Rivera gets the Gold Glove for the defensive player. I don't know what award Evan McGill got. Charlie Hustle Award, maybe, that they hand out here every year. He was the guy that was hustling last night, made some great plays. I would have to assume that is it. And now we'll hand out awards to Tennessee Wesleyan. These will be their championship game plaques.
Yep, second place plaques to Tennessee Wesleyan.
It's not the place this team wanted in Tennessee Wesleyan, but at some point in time they're going to look back on it and know they had a heck of a season. And remember, they had to win 3 elimination games just to get here.
2 teams had to scrap to get here. And winning late in games to get here.
There you see some of the fans who have made their way down. Hopefully their batteries on their phones were fully charged because they've been firing off pictures and videos. As they continue to hand out those awards to the members of the teams. And there will also be a runner-up trophy, and they will present that to Tennessee Wesleyan, and that will go back home into Athens, Tennessee in their trophy case as Billy Berry, the head coach, will accept this award. He was hoping to be joining that list, become the 6th man to ever win 3 NAIA World Series. They come up a little bit short here in the championship game tonight.
They'll reload and be back.
They're a good program with an excellent coaching staff, and you'll be right, they'll be back. Hope International being handed their first place plaques and becoming the 2nd team in as many years out of the Golden State Athletic Conference to win this tournament.
Yeah, I was just thinking that 2 straight years, state of California's got an NAIA National Championship.
The last time a team from the state of California won it, got to go back to 2011. Concordia, California beat Lubbock Christian here in Lewiston 9-3.
San Diego State way back in the day.
Well, you weren't born, and I was like, I may have been a month old when that tournament happened. So if either one of us say we remember that game, we are lying to you.
No, I'm just going off
the list.
The data, the list they gave us. So
well, they're handing those plaques out, but they're also unfolding the banner, and this is what we saw, the dog pile at the end of the game. They're going to give them the trophy and the banner, and this is what this team is waiting for.
Yep, and the team picture, the banner in front of you, holding that hardware, and a huge smile on their faces, and hearts filled with gratitude.
You know, you talked about a short night of sleep as they'll return home to California, I'm assuming tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be a night of any sleep.
It may not.
I don't know what time their flight leaves. So they're going to give the trophy here. They hand it to Larry Mahoney, and they have a national championship trophy to take home.
The big crown.
The trophy case will go into, or the trophy will go into the trophy case, but for a baseball team, the banner they're going to get will hang at the stadium for everybody to see for as long as they play baseball at Hope International.
Now, the thing, when you win a national championship as a player and as a team, you forever will own that year.
Mm-hmm. And this picture will be blown up someplace, somehow, somewhere in 25 years when these guys get together and remind each other how great they were. Hope International is your 2024 NAIA Avista World Series champion. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back for more with Lewiston as we celebrate with Hope International.
Schools are always talking about numbers. Number of students, number of graduates, number of degrees awarded. At LC State, we get numbers, but we like names. We like you, the student, the one who arrives on our campus full of questions and full of potential. We're here to answer your questions and help you reach your potential. For us, seeing you graduate is great, and knowing your name is even better. You'll thrive at LC State.
Make sure you get a picture. Make sure you wrap yourself in the championship banner. What a night it's been for Hope International as they'll leave Lewiston and etch their names in the history books as a 2024 NAIA World Series champion. Mike Peterson, your thoughts on this tournament, not just tonight. We'll talk about that in a second, but this entire tournament that started a week ago.
Well, storyline coming in. You've got your 1 and 2 seeds, and they've been number 1 and 2 all year with Southeastern and Georgia Gwinnett. Both teams under 10 losses. No one else in NAIA everyone else had double-digit losses. So you come in proverbial favorites, and their programs, their blue bloods, they've been here over and over. And within the first couple of games, well, the first game for Southeastern, they're bumped out of the tourney or in the losers bracket. So at this point, hey, we've got a bit of a Cinderella going on. Hope International, the national champ, they come in, they lose their first game. They've never won a game in the NAIA World Series. They're now dropped into the losers bracket again for the third straight year. Tennessee Wesleyan, their second game, they get dropped in the losers bracket. So you've got a number 4 seed and a number 6 seed. They get hot, they roll all the way through to the national championship game. And Hope ended up being the hotter of the two teams, and they got their first national championship.
Amazing. Hope International wins as the first 4 seed to win this championship since 2016 when Lewis Clark State won it as a 4 seed. In fact, and they become just the 4th 4 seed to ever do it here in Lewiston. All right, your thoughts on this game here, and I think you summed it up greatly when we talked about it. We were in the last couple of innings, just how dominant this offensive unit has been. When the games were on the line in the last couple 3 innings, they were unstoppable.
Yeah, and the game started with a bang. So you've got 2 runs scored by Tennessee Wesleyan, and then Hope comes back, and you've got that big home run, and now it's 4-2. And then Tennessee Wesleyan, they go ahead. So in the first 3 at-bats for both teams, 3 lead changes. Now you're sitting there, you got a 6-4 lead, Tennessee Wesleyan, in the 3rd inning. Hope comes and scores 10 straight, check that, 11 straight runs to win this game. Couple that with the 10 straight runs they got in the semifinal against Georgia Gwinnett in the 8th and 9th inning. I mean, this team just flat turned it on, and they definitely were at their best when the game was on the line.
Imagine coming to the ballpark 5 nights in a row knowing if you lose, you're out or you don't win the national championship, and that's what happened to Hope International as they do it from the losers bracket. What a night, what a day. I want to thank A.J. Howell. Mike, always a pleasure. Great to work with you for the 4th year in a row in the championship game, and we had a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to be back here on SWX for all the games next year in the tournament.
Always a pleasure, Dennis, and a great crew to help us do our broadcast.
Absolutely. Our crew started setting up for our broadcast a week ago Thursday. We've covered all 19 games over the past week, a lot of long days. We'd like to take a moment to thank them for their outstanding work. But first, we need to thank the 2024 NAIA World Series Director, Brooke Hens, for helping us make all of what we were able to do happen and help us put on this outstanding series. We'd also like to thank Alicia Alexander with Lewis Clark State and Jeff Melton of the NAIA for all of their invaluable help. Our announcers for this tournament: Austin Getz, Larry Weir, Chris King, Dave Cotton, Bert Sahlberg, Craig Lawson, Bob Castle, A.J. Howell, and my broadcast partner for the last 3 nights, Mike Peterson. Our SWX station manager is John Fritz. Our executive producer is Tom Holmberg. Our producers, Chad Simmons and Jeff Collier. Our directors have been Brody Duke and Stephen Carr. And the rest of our team who brought you all of the pictures and all of the elements behind those cameras: Crew Eglin, Stefan Andrachuk, Dave Kotlin, William Condon, Jared Penguber, Andy Beyer, Ted Harris-Means, Mason Park, Cody Snyder, Spencer Toll, Brad Hagel, and Moose Cameron. And for me, Dennis Patchen, and our entire SWX crew, thanks so much for being part of our broadcast this week. And we say goodbye with one final look at the 2024 Avista NAIA World Series and your national champions, Hope International.
Now, welcome to Lewiston, Idaho, and opening day of the 67th Avista NAIA World Series.
To the pitcher. Second for one, on the way to first. Got him! And Hope International comes back from the dead. And they advance to end Georgia Gwinnett's season. Into left field, that's a base hit. Gonna have a play at the plate here. McGill throws, here's the throw to the plate, it's up the line, he scores! And it's a walk-off! And Tennessee Wesleyan is gonna play for the NAIA World Series tomorrow night! Championship Friday at Harris Field in Lewiston. The fans are lined up and ready to go, and so are the teams. Oderica flips to first, and Hope International is your 2024 NAIA National Champion.